What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel. People, we highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there strolling below the screen, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. All right, people. A little off, man, because fucking allergies is acting crazy out here, man. But anyway, I just want to get straight down to it, people. Because I got a lot of shit I want to talk about today. But I just want to get to this part that in a regular society, right? When we lived under somewhat of normal times in the political realm, or just reality of us walking around in spaces amongst each other, right? It still was tension, racism, sexism, bigotry, you know, all the good stuff, right? But it was some type of where we could all sit down and try to understand each other, right? And we don't have that anymore. We at war with each other, and it's dangerous at this point, but at the same time it's very disappointing. But I live in reality. I try not to live in this weird space that people like to live in, right? Try to pretend things are not there because it doesn't fit your narrative, right? So I wanted to talk about Vice President Harris today. And I'm going to break down a lot of things that were, because I was getting feedback. People would leave me emails and text messages and shit. And was saying, Kenny, can't believe you giving her a pass for the things that she did not do or she did do, or, you know, she ain't doing for black people, whatever, however, all the stuff, right? I'm going to try to break down this stuff as simple as I can. Because at this point, I'm a little exhausted with explaining myself and allowing people to change the narrative of what I'm saying, because it doesn't fit your narrative, right? I try to give my opinion, but I try to back it up with facts, right? Some people, this shit goes over their head, so I have to explain this again. But before I do that, I want you to hear how disrespectful and out of pocket these right-wingers are towards this sister. Towards, if you don't even want to say her, just say to the rest of us that don't believe in that nonsense that they believe in, how they perceive us. Because I'm not a Democrat. I'm not the biggest fan of Vice President Harris. All I'm saying is, what the fuck choice do we have? But anyway, I just want y'all to hear this. This is from Fox News. And they get into details about how the whole Afghanistan thing and what Trump supposedly had did yesterday. And I'm going to break that down as well, of the hypocrisy of it. But listen to this, you know, the whole thing of bringing the troops back from Afghanistan. And I'm going to break it down because, listen, like I said, they tell you have truths or they lie. So either way, they lying. I'm going to break it down. It's going to be facts, but I'm going to get into the details of why I tell people vote for Vice President Harris, vote for Democrats. You can't trust Republicans. Yeah, there's some things about the Democrats we don't like, we can't all trust. But God damn it, we'll get into it. Let's move on. Let's get into this.
Well, Joe Biden spends this week at a beach in Delaware. And with Harris nowhere to be seen today, President Trump was at Arlington National Cemetery honoring the 13 heroes killed.
Let me just say this. Joe Biden is 80-something years old. If Joe Biden, and he ready to retire from politics. If Joe Biden want to spend the rest of his time in the White House and ain't shit really popping like that, shit in Russia still going on, we ain't getting involved in that. shit that's still happening in Israel. We ain't getting into that. We still trying to get a break of peace treaty. They doing what Israel, the Israel government doing whatever the fuck they doing. Ain't our issue, bro. Okay? So it ain't nothing for him to do. Inflation and all that shit. We can't get shit done in Congress. Shit can't get done in Congress. You know why? Because of Republicans. So I don't want to hear about Joe Biden. He's at the fucking beach chilling on his day off. I don't give a fuck. When we can't get shit done, what we want to just keep talking about what? What we want Joe to do? You want Joe to get up here and talk about, yeah, you know, and then blah, 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 and you know, and promise all these things that ain't going to get done. I don't want to hear that shit. So, Joe, take your ass over there at the beach and chill out. Drink you some Maltese or something. I don't know the fuck you drink. But I don't want to hear from Joe. We in this social media era where everybody got to hear somebody. Man, fuck that. Let that motherfucker chill. Vice President Harris is most likely behind the scenes trying to figure out her next move for her campaign. So she's doing something. They don't know shit. They just assuming. But anyway, let's move on. But I don't give a fuck where Joe at.
During the Biden administration's botched Afghanistan withdrawal 3 years ago today, Trump later going to Detroit and hammering Kamala's role in the chaos.
Caused by Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, the humiliation in Afghanistan set off the collapse of American credibility and respect all around the world. Every crisis, Kamala and Biden have created...
Let me say this. Listen, Donald Trump needs to sit down and shut the fuck up. And let me just tell you something. Trump sounds like he on medication. And the reason he sounds like he's on medication because they're trying to get this stupid idiot to stay on script. And his attention span is fucked up. So they can't keep him on script to talk about policies. So he sounds like a fucking low energy, doped up zombie. That's number one. Number two, Trump. I'm going to put this shit very plain and simple for everybody about the whole Afghanistan shit. It was Trump deal. Trump created the deal. This motherfucker was getting ready to let the Taliban come in our country to have a meeting and sit down with him. Only reason he didn't do it is because he got backlash for that shit even being mentioned that he was going to allow the Taliban to come. He was going to bring terrorists in our country to have a meeting. Now, mind you, this was Trump's deal. He made this deal. He let the Taliban know everything that we was going to do. Okay? The crazy part about it, he didn't let the Pakistan people know what we was going to do. So they was in the dark. This was Trump's deal. Now, it is a fact that I believe Joe Biden and his administration shouldn't have pulled the trigger so fast. They should have renegotiated. But I think the pressure from the people or you know, made him rush that situation. Because, first of all, with Trump, the deal that he made was a bad idea. If we was going to bring our troops home, we could have did it better. But that was Trump's deal. Now, Biden is at fault because he went on with the deal in his administration. But that was a Trump deal. So if we're going to blame Biden, we're going to blame Trump too. Because that was his deal. He keep on pretending that Biden just came up with that deal with the Afghanistan people, with the terrorists. It's not true. Now, it fell in his lap. He shouldn't have did it. So it's on him, but it's on Trump too as well. So this whole notion we just gonna sit here and blame Biden is bullshit. But like I said, The problem is with voters and people that so-called pay attention to politics doesn't do their homework. So this ignorant motherfucker and Fox News and the rest of the right wing can say all this nonsense shit, give you half truths, don't tell you the whole truth, lie, and you just think that shit is factual without even doing research on it. So they both at fault. The Trump administration and the Biden administration. They both botched the situation. The fuck are we talking about here? But anyway, let's move on, man.
Have created on the world stage can turn around very quickly. We're going to turn it around, but only we need strong leadership. We'll get the resignations of every single senior official who touched the Afghanistan calamity.
You're going to do that anyway. See, this is the problem I got with people, man. You have, listen, as dumb as Trump is, right? He's not very bright. But the man is telling you, Project 2025, he's doing it. He's just not saying Project 2025. He's going to do that anyway. He's going to get in office. He is going to fire people from their positions in the government if they're not Trump loyalists. He's going to do that anyway. So he can basically do whatever the fuck he want to do. The bad part about it was that he helped botch this Afghanistan thing. He helped do that. It was his deal. But you see how people don't pay attention and don't read and they don't educate themselves on these things? They're thinking what Trump's saying is true. It's all true. It's all Biden's fault. No, nigga, it's part of your fault. And when I get in there, I'm going to relieve and fire all these people that was a part of it. No, you going to fire a lot of motherfuckers. Not just them. People that don't kiss your ass and kiss the ring because you want to be little Putin. You're going to fire them anyway because they don't supposed to kiss your ass. But anyway, let's move on. We going to have this dude running out national security. Okay. All right, man. Let's move on, man.
To be on my desk at noon on Inauguration Day.
It's also been 3 years since Kamala boasted about being the, quote, last person in the room when Joe Biden decided to go ahead with the Afghanistan withdrawal. Jesse, people consider you to be the...
And this is what I'm saying. This is why I get mad at black people, Jermaine Dupri and the rest of you goofy motherfuckers. This is why I get mad at some of y'all. You keep acting like she has the last word. She does not. She was the last person in the room, and Biden still made the decision. She probably was against the shit. But now, could she come out as vice president and say, no, I ain't think he should have did that shit? She can't say that right now. So, of course, she just going to ride to that bitch till the wheels fall off. That's politics. That's loyalty. Somebody hot. Listen, man, listen, let's just let me just go, man, before I get myself even more fired up. Because I get tired of having these fucking conversations when people are old enough to educate themselves on what I'm saying. You should be humiliated for some of you old motherfuckers that don't understand this shit. But then want to come and leave me shit and say, I can't believe you're taking this stand. Motherfucker, how can't you? You don't have to agree with everything, but goddamn, moral principles and facts, it's just what it is. I can't believe this shit, man. We in 2024 with all this technology. And we still got people out here acting like we still live in the Stone Age. It's like we back in the 90s or some shit. Can't educate yourself. Okay, man. Let's move on, man.
you to be the last person in the room because that's because everybody keeps trying to ditch you.
Yeah, they just left.
They just left.
Right. But you understand the reference, Greg.
Yes.
Is that she was somehow involved in the decision and it was her wise guidance that he was relying upon. Listen, she was the last in the room.
First of all, we don't even know that. Even if Vice President Harris say, yeah, I back Joe Biden for whatever he did, what else was she supposed to say? Was she supposed to say, nah, I was against that shit? I ain't, I told him not to. No, nigga. She the vice president. He's the president of the United States of America. He is in control. He doesn't have the last say. Let me ask y'all a question. See, people keep trying to put all this pressure on Vice President Harris, what she should have done, shit she shouldn't have done. Did y'all really understand? What did Mike Pence do? What did he do? Other than kiss Donald Trump ass. He didn't do nothing. And believe it or not, he wasn't supposed to do too much. He's the vice president. He goes, Trump sends him to go do his dirty work. That's what the vice president does. So that's all Vice President Harris is capable of doing. Did she may want to do a lot of that shit? Or did Pence maybe want to do a lot of that shit? No. But you took the job. You thought you would have a voice in the cabinet. That's all you make. That's all you have. And you got the deciding vote of a bill that comes out of Congress. That's it. A tiebreaker. That's it. And certified in an election. That's it. Vice President don't really have no fucking power like that, bro. She can't sign executive power, executive things and shit. She can't do that. She ain't got no power to do that. She has just in case something happened to the president too, as well. That's on her resume. That's one of her things that she can do. Other than that, no. But anyway, let's move on.
In Afghanistan, she was the border czar, and she was the deciding vote on trillions of inflationary spending. On those three most popular Joe Biden items, she's basically...
First of all, if you pass a bill to lower inflations, you can't raise inflations. That's not how inflation works, bro. That's not how that works. If they pass a bill in the Congress and you decide, yeah, this will be good, blah, 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 this is so it can decrease inflations, how are you the reason that inflations went up? Or still high? Actually, inflations are down. So that's a lie. Number one, that's a lie. Now, should prices and stuff should be going down? Yes. I keep saying this about the federal government. Listen, these are private-owned businesses, corporations. Yes, you can do some things from government and Congress to make sure these motherfuckers don't do this shit. But let's just be real. Everybody in the government, 99% of everybody in the government, Congress, whatever branch, maybe other than the DOJ, right? Every branch of government is getting paid by corporations. To pass their type of policies that they want for their corporations. These are facts. I don't know why everybody's so mad at the fucking government about prices high. It ain't all the government. It's not the government fault. Yeah, well, it's partly their fault because a lot of them taking money and campaign money from them. So they're not passing policies that helps the American people to stop these corporations. But if you're mad, be mad at the corporations. Stop voting for people that take money from corporations. But you don't educate yourself. Educate yourself. You don't know nothing about that. So you sit here, you bitch and complain about shit that you shouldn't be bitching and complaining about. You don't know what the fuck half of y'all be talking about. Half of America don't even know what the fuck is going on. They don't even know how policies work. They don't know how corporations are paying our public officials, people in Congress and the government money to pass policies so they can take advantage of us. You don't know, half of the country don't know that. And if they do know that, they still don't know how they do it. They don't know what politician. They just say it's all of them. No, nigga, it's 99% of them. It's still 1% that is not. But you won't vote for them. They too radical. They socialists. You can't have it both ways, people. You can't say, I'm a capitalist, right? But then say, oh, well, I like a lot of progressive stands. I wish the corporations wouldn't do this. But you still keep voting for people that are taking advantage of capitalism. Politicians that's getting paid. But anyway, like I said, I speak facts. But people leave me emails and texts and be mad at me because of my stance. Okay, let's move on.
Basically like a conjoined twin. You cannot separate the two. And let's talk about foreign policy. What is her foreign policy? And this is where the president has his most impact. You have a lot of room to maneuver there as commander-in-chief.
No, he doesn't. Can I ask anybody, just be real. What is Trump foreign policy? What, to fight China on terrorist deals? We seen how that shit went. That's why when we shut down the country, inflation went up as well. Shit was going up when he was doing them terrorist deals. We was getting fucked, the American people, because of this idiot. So when the pandemic hit, it made it even worse. Y'all didn't pay attention to that. But okay. So that's one, right? He gonna go in there and tell Putin to do what? They already at war. So Trump gonna go to Putin and say, hey man, stop the war. And Putin gonna stop? Yeah, all right. Okay, cool. What, he gonna go in there and go to war with Iran? Go ahead. And see that we run a deficit up. Every time we go to war, we run a deficit up. Because we got to keep giving the military even more money than what we already giving them. Because they at war. That's why we in a lot of debt. People don't want to realize that shit. George Bush put us in debt by going to war. We spent all that money at war, and we don't listen. Let me explain something to y'all. I don't mind paying money to protect the country. Had no problem with it. My problem is, why are we giving y'all extra money to go to war and we don't see a profit from that? The American people don't see profit from us giving the defense even more money, extra money. Actually, that budget should be lower because we ain't at war. So what the fuck y'all need all this shit for? What you need all this money for? Nothing. So they're taking taxpayer money. We ain't receiving anything back from it. Okay, that's number one. Then number two, People, do y'all know that if we were to just take 25% of the defense budget for 10 years, everybody in this country can have free health care? Did y'all know that? Because we ain't at war, so what they need this money for? But nobody want to talk about that. We got to keep giving them billions and trillions of dollars every year for nothing. And then when we go ask them for their books and what they doing with the money, they can't, our government, our fucking government, people in Congress is sitting there and don't put no pressure on them or nothing. The Pentagon, don't put no pressure on them. What y'all doing with the money? They come back, oh, wow. What? You can't even tell us where you spending the money? But people don't pay attention to that. Hey, I'm tripping. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? Good morning to you too, bro. I'm already hot this morning, brother Bell. These motherfuckers leave me emails and shit. Talking about, can't believe you're taking this stand. Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why. And if you knew what the fuck you was talking about, you wouldn't be asking me stupid ass questions. Leave me stupid emails. Bunch of dumb motherfuckers, man. Swear to God, man, we just living, we got all this technology, all this shit to make us even more smart, and seem like people getting dumber. But anyway, let's move on. But that's one of the people I wanted to tell y'all about. Our military getting way too much money and they ain't at war. We can take some of that money, help Social Security. We can help. We can make sure our retirement funds are good. We can make sure we can get free health care for everybody. Like, this is shit we can do that'll take less pressure off of us. But our government don't do it. Matter of fact, I can't even just blame our government. The people that vote for these motherfuckers will not stop voting for these people that won't do nothing about it. I ain't gonna put it all on the politicians. At this point, we the stupid motherfuckers. But anyway, let's move on.
We don't know who she is. We don't know what she believes. She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. Right now,
Jesse.
Whoa, Jesse, I don't like that.
figuratively,
Take
again,
it back.
have their way with her, control her, not in a sexual way.
How you going to control the president of the United States? You ain't say that about any other fucking president that made bad moves. When George Bush took us to war, did you tell the military, these military people, to control him? No. You did it on purpose because you tried to be sexist. That's what you are. Let me break something down to Jesse Waters. His wife, that he got, because he had a wife before, his ex-wife. You know, he left his ex-wife because he was so fond of his current wife that worked at Fox News. He harassed her. He admitted that he poked the knife in her tires so he can have this conversation with her. To be this hero, a fucking creep. So am I shocked that he's saying sexist shit about Vice President Harris? I know what all you Republicans think about women, especially the men. They objects to you. That's why I get highly offended when motherfuckers, these type of people, talk about hip hop. Just because you ain't calling women bitches doesn't mean that you got respect for. You mad at niggas in the strip club for throwing money at these strippers. Nobody making them strippers be strippers. Nobody say, hey, bitch, be a stripper. And we need women to be strippers. That's not happening. But you know what is happening? The Republican Party Tell women you need to be in the kitchen. You shouldn't be in no type of power. You shouldn't even have a job. That's where we want you. We want you in the kitchen, barefooted and making babies, bitch. That's where we want you women. That's the Republican Party stance. And they say that God told them that. That God told them that. So to the Republicans out there, don't talk to me about morals. You have none. You don't even see women as equal. We could put aside the gay people, but let's put them aside. You don't even respect. You say it's only a man and a woman, right? You don't even respect the woman. You don't respect the woman. You don't respect women. So you can put the gay shit to the side. We already know. That's what that is. We ain't even gonna talk about that. You don't even respect women. So why the fuck would I think you would respect other people that don't look like you? Why would I expect that you would respect people because they want to have sex with the same sex? Excuse me. You don't even respect the woman. But I supposed to take my moral principles from you fucking cavemen. I supposed to listen to you. Okay. All right. This is where we at in 2024. I thought we have grown, people, but I guess not. We still fucked up. We even more fucked up. Because I'm gonna tell you why we more fucked up than we were 20 years ago. I'm gonna tell you why. And it just happened in the last 10 years. Well, I'm sorry, yeah, the last 20 years. Because number one, when white people, a lot of white people decide to say, you know what? I think I'm going to give this black guy a try of being president. Let's put a black family in there. And motherfucking white people, a nice percentage of white people lost their goddamn mind. The man didn't even go in there and do, he didn't even go in there and say, I'm making a bill for black people. I can see if he did some shit like that, it'd have made you a little upset. But he didn't do that. He said, I am the president for all. You couldn't even handle that. Couldn't handle that you seen black people coming to the White House. He's doing dinner parties and shit like that with rappers and actors and all these famous people. You couldn't handle that. Because you know why? Because they was black. Or they was Latino. Or they was Mexican. Or they was Puerto Rican. Or they was Asian. Or they was Muslim. But it still was a whole bunch of fucking white people there. You didn't get outnumbered. But you couldn't handle that. It ain't like he had an administration where he had none but black people in that bitch. Whole bunch of minorities. It was sprinkle around that bitch, but it wasn't a lot. But it was a whole bunch of fucking white people still there. And you couldn't handle that. So that's where the issue started. And instead of we grown from that and shut that racist shit down, you had some of the white folks that even voted for the Obama administration. Voted for Obama. Turn their back on him. Because the one thing I can keep saying is that, listen, that's why I never get mad at the brother Tariq Nasheed. I never get upset at him because, or some black people say, we need a black policy. I don't get upset about that. Because we can have a black president in that motherfucker and he don't do none of that and you still show racism. So why not for a black president to go in there and say, look, I'm passing a black bill. Listen, first of all, there's no such thing as a black bill. We can't have a black bill. Even the civil rights movement, yeah, that was black people's movement, but it wasn't our policy. It wasn't just for us. That shit was for everybody. Okay? Number 2, the only black bill that a black person can ever get in this country is reparations for black folks. That's the only black bill. And you see how that goes. You see how everybody, even not just white people, different color races of people, different minority people get upset at that. Why black people need reparations? First of all, mind your business, because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. That's number 1. Then number 2, if you don't know why, then that ain't our motherfucking problem. Google us, nigga. Why we need reparations. So I never have a problem with black people saying that. My problem is, if we gonna do that, we gonna say we ain't voting for you if you don't give us reparations. That's different. We need at least 75% of our people say we ain't voting. We can't get that. So until that day, we won't get reparations. We will never see reparations in my lifetime. I'll tell you that. Because we got black people thinking that they're okay, regardless if they're Republican or Democrat. They think they okay because they made it. And they forget about the rest of the motherfuckers that's struggling and hurting, and it's for a reason. And how they struggle to get to where they at, and they got to work 10 times harder just to get where they at. Why is that? Because of racism. If you gave black people their reparations, gave them their money, black people wouldn't give a fuck about no corporation discriminating against them. Because you know why? Because we'll build our own shit. That's why they won't give us reparations. That's why they don't want to. Because see what will happen on Real Talk? See, because one thing I know about my people. See, what'll happen is, you give black people reparations, you're going to get a whole bunch. You think there's a whole bunch of black people vote Democrat. Watch what happens. We'll start our own party. Okay? We will start taking parts of this land and then making it for only us to be in it. And anybody else that want to be outside our shit, we gonna, hey, get the fuck out of here. We ain't rocking with you. And I'm talking about black folks that want to play the coon role, or they want to be gangsters and thugs and fuck up the community. You can't come with us, nigga. It's like when a nigga make it and he roll up out the hood and be like, nigga, you can't roll with me, man. You still on that bullshit. That's how we treat motherfuckers. So that's the reason they don't want to give black people reparations, because they like to see black people looking out here, looking on some gangster shit. Seeing us shooting and killing each other, making profit off our people by locking them up and through the court system. Got our young children in juvenile detention center, from school to the juvenile detention center to, when they get old enough, prison. They make money off of that shit. But what would happen, what would happen if black people got reparations? A lot of this shit that's going on with us, god damn it, I had to light me an incense. Well, what's going on with us, the fucked up shit we always talk about on this show and people talk about in our community, a lot of that shit would stop. Oh, then nigga, oh, let me tell you something. Oh, the gangbangers, you don't get on code? Oh, your ass out of there. Because we got the power now. We strapping up. You'll have older people shooting shit out these little young niggas. I'm just telling you. You want gangbang? Not now, community. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This shit is only happening because black people don't have power like that. People be talking about like you see black people in certain powerful positions, nigga. That's like one out of 1,000, nigga. It's not a lot of us. It's more destructive black niggas doing stupid shit than that one positive person. That's why it's hard to fight back against that bullshit. And then it doesn't help that the white supremacists of the government is allowing the shit. They want it to happen. That's why there ain't no unity with black people. But that's why they don't want to give black people reparations. It's a reason. Listen, nigga, we wouldn't spend our money with them. We all know, especially when it comes to sports, we all know who's the best athletes in the world. Black folks. Acting, black folks. Name it. We better. It's not to be arrogant. It's not to be disrespectful to other races. We're just better. Because once we really focus and get into a craft or something, we the best at it. Because we know we gotta work 10 times harder than any other race. So we get great at what we do. But you give black people reparations, nigga, we wouldn't need none of that shit. None of that poison. Because that's what I call that shit. That white supremacy shit, that shit is poison. Only thing about it, if we did some shit like that, you know they're going to try to take us out. That's why a lot of black people don't unify, because we didn't watch a lot of shit happen to our leaders that unify. Black Wall Street, what they do? The civil rights movement took that out. That's why you see the shit falling apart now. Okay? Nation of Islam ain't as powerful as they used to be back in the day. Black Panthers, gone. The Crips and the Bloods, they was about protecting the community from white supremacists. Gone. That shit turned to a criminal organization, just like the government. But nobody want to talk about that. That's the reason niggas don't unify. A lot of niggas scared. Scared of them white folks. Ain't no heart. Once they killed Martin Luther King and they killed Malcolm X, nigga, everybody been pussified since then. Ain't no unity. Niggas been running around here trying to be solo. When you know we better together. Nah. You see it now. Uncle Luke, Tanita Shee, they want to keep beefing and shit. Nigga, y'all niggas is clowns, man. Y'all act like a bunch of bitches. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Having two black people insulting each other over nonsense. When you can unify. We ain't gonna always see eye to eye on everything. You think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X seen eye to eye on everything? No, nigga. But they was getting ready to come together. Let me tell you something. The one thing that keeps black people from not unifying, because black people don't understand, our people come first. And we have to understand, if you black, white, whatever you are, if you go against that, then you out. Right? And I mean, like, what I mean is a Canazons type. You out, nigga. But Uncle Luke? No, nigga, we listen. I understand where Uncle Luke coming from. I understand what Tanit Nasheeb is saying. I get it. I get them both. Nigga, I feel them both. I understand it. Even Uncle Roro, I get him. I understand it. Do he cross lines? Nigga, but that's, if we was together, we can check his ass and be like, hey, man, don't get all cold, man. No, don't do that disrespect. Don't disrespect our people. See, we got so much disrespect for one another that we can't even get out our own motherfucking lens of how we see shit. We think we right about everything. No, we not. We can't be right about everything. Because if we was right about everything, then we should be winning. Your side should be winning. No, nigga, our black people, my people come first. That's my motto. That's what I stand on. That's what I learned from the greats. I learned that from Martin, Rosa, Harriet, Malcolm, Huey Newton, Black Panther movement, Minister Farrakhan, Tupac Shakur. Like, nigga, Nipsey Hussle. I learned that from them niggas. We ain't gonna always agree, bro. But it gotta be some people. Nipsey did listen, you know this nigga Nipsey could go around in blood neighborhoods, nigga. Bloods love this nigga to this day. Nigga, that's what I mean. That's that type of black unity. That's what you need. But it always be a fuck nigga that you gotta watch out for. All the jealousy, and see, the problem is that a lot of black people, everybody want to be a leader. We can all be leaders. If you leader material, we can all stand on that stage. We let the media predict who our leader is. No, nigga. I don't make decisions without the rest of the leaders. And at the end of the day, we don't make decisions as leaders without the people, which is our people. We talk to our people. So no, we don't make no decisions. We a whole. And black people just got to understand each other. We are not going to always agree. Everybody's circumstances is similar, but it's not the same. So, let's move on, man. Ridiculous.
You're now having F-16s getting sent over to Ukraine, and Ukraine's actually now invading Russia, and you're going to have her as commander-in-chief? That's nuts. Trump lays the wreath today.
What? Ukraine getting AR-15s and they're invading Russia? I thought that Russia invaded Ukraine. Let me, Jesse Waters, you ain't that bright, but you ain't that stupid. If somebody invades listen, I go to street, but somebody invades your block and start killing people, trying to take over your block, and you decide to fight back. And you say, no, you did it to us, we gonna do it to you. That's how that goes, bitch. You don't get to do some shit to me and then get mad because I'm doing it to you. I just did what you did. I'm petty in that way. It's certain shit I'm petty. So damn right Ukraine's supposed to go in Russia and invade their country. They killed innocent people and they invaded that country and killed innocent people. That's war. I forgot. Jesse Waters, you're a privileged white boy. You know nothing about sacrifice. You know nothing about going to war. You got no motherfucking, ain't nothing manly about you. Ain't no strength in you. You just a white boy with all that gel in your hair and don't know nothing about nothing. You in a position because you can talk shit like a bitch. You're a pussy ass. I'll tell you this. Put Jesse Waters, all that goofy shit he talk, right? Let him go around in the hood with no cameras and speak that bullshit. I guarantee you he won't come out there alive. Let him talk that racist bullshit that he be sitting there saying. And I don't even want him to die. I want somebody beat the dog shit out of him. Cause see, what happens is you get these little corny ass white dudes and some of these corny ass people that be on TV that ain't never been in a fucking fight in a day in their life. So they get on a national TV and think, oh, well, you know, I can say what I want. It's a freedom of speech. Okay, cool. See, when you live in real life, you just can't go around talking to people any kind of fucking way. Bad shit can happen. See, that's real reality. This fake shit that he's doing and a lot of these politicians and a lot of these people in media, you protect it. You ain't going nowhere. Is Jesse Waters moving around New York City like that? No. That motherfucker is hanging out somewhere where it's extra police at. You think Jesse Waters actually really stayed in a bad neighborhood ever in his life? No. See, when you stay in a bad neighborhood, you know when to shut your motherfucking mouth. Or you know when not to speak. So all that tough Tony shit that you talk about, nigga, don't matter. And if you get to talking that tough Tony shit, niggas gonna test you. You gonna test your gangster. Motherfuckers gonna test your gangster. See how gangster you is. That's why, like the racist people, you hear them a lot of times, right? They only pick on people that they think they can beat, right? Or they only picking on people because they got a gun. That's why I don't pay them motherfuckers no mind. That's why I keep telling y'all. I wish a racist would come to the hood and do that. You can bring about 20,000 of them motherfuckers to one hood, and I guarantee you they won't survive. They can bring their guns. Because they keep acting like niggas in the hood don't got guns. They talk all that gang shit. Go to Chicago and talk that shit. I mean, go in the midst of the hood and see how that happened. Come to Baltimore. Come in the midst of the hood and talk that gangster shit. All that racist shit. Come in the hood. Don't be out in the suburbs in the middle of Maryland in the suburbs. Come to the Baltimore City in the hood and talk that racist shit and see what happened. It ain't a police can save you. I don't take racist serious, man. You can talk that shit from afar. You don't want a race war. You don't want to go to war with black people. I'm telling you that. We're not our ancestors. I don't know. Or them black people that live out there in the county that maybe dodge y'all and let y'all get away with that shit. Yeah, all right, man. I tell a motherfucker like this. I smack the shit out of a white person call me a nigga in my face. I'm telling you that now. And call the police. I don't mind going to jail for assault. I don't give a fuck. I got bail money, bitch. Like, seriously, I don't play that shit. Listen, people, I don't condone violence, but I'm just telling you, it is certain shit that I see all the time. These people talk all that racist shit on the internet, and they be on TV saying racist shit. And I'm like, yo, like, man, come on, man. Where they do that at? Not where I'm from. They may do that shit farther away from me, but no. Listen, I ain't heard a white boy that in Baltimore City ever call a black person a nigga for years. Like, you know, what's up, my nigga? None of that shit. I don't hear that shit no more. I'm telling you, you will get fucked up here. We don't play that shit. Now, I don't know what they do in the suburbs. That's different, nigga. I don't live out there. I ain't from there. But in Baltimore City, you will get fucked up. I'm telling you. You disrespect one of our elders or some shit like that, you will get fucked up down here. Like with some of them young niggas, like it was a young nigga a while ago, little young black nigga. and he did some shit to an elder, and nigga, his ass ain't living no more. He killed that brother. I think he was a security guard. He killed that brother. That nigga dead. Niggas don't play that shit. And a lot of times, yo, you kill it. These niggas be killing motherfuckers and they don't know who these people connected to. And you go to jail and you think you get protected. Not in Baltimore City. Oh, no. Oh, niggas in Baltimore City, they gonna test your gangster. You go to Chicago, they gonna test your gangster. All that tough shit you talking out here, they gonna test your gangster in them jails. Telling you that now. That's why I keep telling niggas, I don't even know why niggas keep running around here acting like they tough. Shit is different. The streets are different from in the jail. The jails are not the same. I mean, the streets is not the same in the jails. I don't give a fuck how many niggas you know. You can gang up all you want. It is different in the jail. I was sitting there and listening to Coach Calvin saying when he went to jail and little young nigga tried to test him. Niggas was like, oh, whoa, nigga, that's Coach Cal. Nigga, chill out. You better be recognized out this bitch. Niggas gonna test your games as soon as you get in that motherfucker. Listen. Listen, people, do I want to die? No. Nigga, but I ain't scared to die. And if you ain't got that in you, you can't move in society in a way of feeling comfortable. So imagine you go to jail. Listen, of course I'm be a little scared. Nigga, I don't do jail. Nigga, that ain't my thing. Shit, if I got in the beef, I'd be a little scared. Everybody got a little fear. But nigga, I ain't scared to die. Do I want to die? No. Fuck that. But I ain't scared to die. And if you ain't got that in you, nigga, you can't survive. Seriously, that's what I learned from the streets. Nigga, you can't survive. If you walking around and scared to die, because, hey, nigga, it is certain shit listen, I'm a grown-ass man, bro. It's certain shit that if a motherfucker do something, you gotta kill me, bro. I ain't walking around with no humiliation or no shit like that. Nigga, you gonna have to kill me. Fuck out of here. I am not that dude. I am not that dude to walk around here. I need counseling and none of that shit. I already do counseling now, nigga. I don't, no. I've been through a lot of too much tragic shit in my life. Nigga, you do something tragic to me, nigga, no, nigga. I'm dying. You gonna have to kill me. I don't play that shit. That's why I don't fuck with people. That's why I don't walk around act like I'm tough and shit like that, nigga, for what? Because I already know where I'm going to go. Oh, you willing to go there? I'm going to kill you or you going to kill me? That's how that goes, nigga. And that's how I move. I don't move in no other way. You violate me, nigga, you got to kill me. And if you don't, I'm going to kill you. That's how that goes. But like I told you, my whole point of saying this is because these people, and it's people on the internet and people in the mainstream media, they talk all that tough shit and they disrespect people and they act like it ain't no consequences. But the reason it's like that because they ain't around no real shit. They live in a bubble. They ain't outside, nigga. They can't even move outside. They don't even know how to move outside. You ever been in a fucking neighborhood where you know the shit is rough and you gotta be like, I'm older, so, I don't be like, what's up, my niggas and shit like that. I be like, what's going on, my brothers? A lot of them young niggas, they hear that shit, they be like, oh. And they know, they look at me, I'm older, so they like, oh, he on that type of shit. Let him go. On real talk. And I ain't coming around flashing and no shit like that. And like I said, I don't hang around the fucking hood. But I'm just saying, if I had to go and I'm there, or when I went, nigga, I know how to move. These want to walk around bopping it, showing it. Nigga, it's such a goofy ass down, man. I seen niggas in the county trying to move around tough. Nigga, you live in a good neighborhood. What the fuck are you doing? Ain't that gangster shit out? Never mind, man. People think I'm tripping. Okay, cool. Let's move on.
brief today. And besides the emotional impact that had and how sad the whole thing was, politically it was brilliant because Harris and Biden took the day off. It reminds everybody about what happened 3 years ago. And it was a very presidential
First
look.
of all, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Because, no, matter of fact, I'm going to wait on it. I'm going to wait on it. Because this is going to be some
And
more
it shifted
bullshit.
the momentum, that and the RFK event on Friday, completely away from Harris after her convention.
That's interesting.
Judge, it's a good point. Joe's on
No,
vac-
it didn't. It made no impact. Oh, maybe to the right wingers, John F. K. That delusional, something wrong with his throat ass cracker. Cause before his family so-called fuck with black people, the family was a racist. Nobody want to talk about that. J.F. Kennedy. Nobody want to talk about that. The whole fucking family was a racist. Fuck out of here. And you see it trickle down. Listen, people, that shit be in your spirit, man. You know how your family really is, man. Like people, it's almost like me, right? It's like, excuse me, a lot of my people is on that shit, fucking with that sugar booger. Okay? A lot of my family members. But a lot of my motherfucking family members are gangsters. Or they used to be gangsters. Put it that way. Now we trying to tell our you know, the new generation don't follow our path. We strongly on that. But me and up, and maybe another generation down, nigga, we was raised by gangsters and crackheads. So would it shock me that one of my young family members get old and one of them be crackheads or some shit like that? Wouldn't shock me. I got a cousin right now. She may be about a year younger than me. She a fucking crackhead, bro. And I'm talking about she's been a crackhead at least for a good 10 years. Like, you know your history. So when I see JFK, like, nigga, come on, man. Your family was a racist back in the day. Let's be real. It's probably a couple of them still there. They just ain't outspoken like you are. No, that people, listen, people, nobody turns racist. Okay? Nobody turns racist. Nobody turns bigoted. You are taught that shit. That's why, like, prime example. When you see the sellout, the coons and shit. No, nigga, they've been taught that. They've been taught that. Yo, you don't all of a sudden be a sellout, bro. You just don't. You don't sell your people out like that. You just don't all of a sudden do that. That shit was, yeah. You don't get radicalized like that. You gotta understand something. Her grandfather, motherfuckers really probably need to do a real big deep dive into him. Because one thing you have never heard about Candace Owens' mother and father. Just trying to tell you. That shit, she was raised that way, bro. That dude was telling her all types of shit. Grandparents and shit, they come from the civil rights era shit. Come on, man. Well, no. Her grandfather, I don't even think her grandfather is from here. If I ain't mistaken. I gotta look it back up. I know Candace Owens is like a first generation, or maybe a second generation Black American. She's not like she got aunts and uncles that's, you know what I mean, been here like that. No. She's not from here. I mean, her peoples ain't from here. But I'm just saying, like, nobody's raised, nobody's just born that way. They're raised a certain type of way. I was raised around gangster shit. Sooner or later, I was most likely going to end up in that way. Like I told y'all all the time. Listen, I'm still shocked that I'm even still here. Sometimes. That's why a couple of shows ago had a fucking like a breakdown in a little bit. You know what I mean? I cried and shit because like it get lonely, bro. Like all my niggas is gone. And the motherfuckers that even still here, I don't fuck with. Cause I can't. No one, them niggas keep, every time a lot of them niggas get around, they keep talking about past shit, and that shit bring up way too much bad memories for me, right? And they want to be stuck there, and I don't, right? So we ain't on the same level, but a lot of my niggas ain't here. I can't share my success with them. The little success that I got. I can't even teach them nothing now, and I know more than I knew back then. So for me, it's heartbreaking. I feel alone a lot of the times. Even though I got my daughter, I got my wife and shit, and I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. Here and there, I get lonely. Like once a year, I get real lonely. Because only I see what I see, but I know my niggas see what I see. And all the pain, all that shit. They know. So, yeah, man. You when you raised in some shit, you raised in that. Like, I seen drug dealers all around me my whole life. My whole life, that shit, I know what a drug, listen, man. I've been around mobsters. From Hell's Kitchen, I've been around that. Back in the day when I was out there like that. I've been around gangster shit. So it's like, you know, like when people be trying to still act tough, that shit is just weird to me. I don't get it. Shit ain't the same. Cameras everywhere, you dudes out here shooting and killing each other because you're... Listen, if I ran into one of my enemies back in the day that I know that probably killed one of my peoples or some shit like that, nigga, it ain't no beef. Because I know I probably done did some shit to them. Or some of my niggas did something to them. To his peoples. I know that for a fact. So what the fuck am I still mad at this nigga for? That's why I be hearing niggas, say some of the Chicago niggas talking about, nigga, this beef is going on. Like, you niggas are keeping it going on. No disrespect to Chicago niggas. The Baltimore niggas be saying that shit too. And a lot of niggas, ain't just Chicago niggas, everybody. The beef was like, no, nigga. The problem with you niggas is that you niggas is holding on to that. And when you hold on to that type of beef, listen, I put it like this. Shout out to, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to my brother Talking in the Bennett. What up, Talk? Make sure you guys go to my brother channel, a YouTube channel. Go to Talking and Grubbin Media. Surprise of my support my brother's channel. Make sure you guys go over there and get some of this merch as well. All right. Listen, man. Because I have conversations with these young niggas like that, man. And that's shit they tell me. And I tell them niggas, you know, nigga, you just stupid. Listen. Every real gangster knows this. If you was a real gangster in them streets like that, and you was really getting busy like up there like that, and you was on that type of time, That's street shit, bro. Family members gonna die. Shit gonna happen. Nigga kill your nigga. Moms may get shot innocently. Like, you get what I mean? If that shit happen, that's street shit. And when you get out the street game, or you trying to get out of it, you gotta, that's what you gotta accept. You gotta accept you lost people to people. I ain't mad at no nigga. If a nigga still alive that I used to be with, I ain't mad at that nigga. He might have killed my man. He might have killed one of my family members, which I know for a fact, right? But fuck am I mad about? Like, yo, that's street shit, yo. I'm not a street nigga. Anything comes with that shit. Real mature niggas that grow out of the street shit or used to be a real street nigga like that understands what I'm saying. A lot of these niggas can't understand what I'm saying. Oh, you got soft. Nigga, call it whatever you want to call it. Or nigga, you want a real gangster. You call it whatever you want to call it. My niggas will tell you I wasn't that type of nigga that you're claiming that I was when I was out there. So I ain't worrying about that. You can't tell me about my gangster when I was out there. So I can't have that conversation with you. First of all, I don't even want to have that conversation with you. But second of all, nigga, when you're mature and you out in the streets, you understand you can't fix none of that. I look at a lot of that shit in the streets for me. I look at that shit as it was just a part of my life, bro. It was like half of my life. And you have to accept that. But I love who I am now. I love the other half of my life so far. Like, a lot of times people be speaking about that shit and they don't understand it, they don't come from that shit. Yo, losing people, regardless if it's fuck shit going on the streets, yo, these are people that you love. That shit can break you. That shit can make you go out and kill multiple people. Kill innocent people sometimes. Like, because that's all you know. And if you're a motherfucker that was like me in the streets, yo, my niggas was my family. They, you know, I had family members and shit like that. Nobody touched my family. You know what I mean? But, like, you know, if they was with me or, you know, something like that, and if something happened to my family, something like that, nigga, I'd ride. But my niggas was my family. They was my blood. I keep telling people I never got raised by my mother and father and shit, so I didn't know how what a family was or somebody that really genuinely loved you. But my niggas showed me that. They showed me all that. You know what I mean? So I always tell people, even still to this day, I'm indebted to my niggas. So that's why I tell my niggas they need me, call me. You know what I mean? Like, need something? Holler at me. I'm always indebted to my niggas. But you can't keep moving around in life. And I was speaking to a young nigga a while ago. I keep telling this nigga, like, you gotta let that shit go. That street shit, if you trying to really get out the game, yo, you gotta forget, bro. And it ain't about the other nigga. It's about you forgiving and letting that shit be. Because that's a part of your life that you trying to get away from. You can't hate that nigga. That nigga, he was doing the same shit you was doing. Trying to survive. He loved the nigga too. If your niggas or you killed one of them niggas too. Like, he loved that nigga too. So, like, I just don't get how these niggas don't understand that. But, you know, that's a whole nother story. But that shit crazy, bro. But let's move on.
Goes on vacation again. Harris is distancing herself from the White House or campaigning. So for the 1,000th time, who is running this country?
Yep. You know, I wish I had the answer. I obviously don't.
First of all, the only reason the country is in turmoil, if you want to look at it as in turmoil, is because of these type of people these bougie ass, privileged ass people that's on mainstream media that don't live the day-to-day lives like everybody else. And then next speaking, who running the country? Why would you care? You good. That's another thing. If other people that ain't in your position, these people making millions of dollars to be on this show. They're pretending, and this is the thing that mind boggles me. These people are pretending that they live the same struggle as you. All they, nigga, listen. You think I'm tripping about it? Listen. A lot of us get up, nigga. Ain't no makeup. We don't spend an hour putting on makeup. Trying to find the right clothes to put on to look good for the camera. Okay? That's what they do, and then they get on camera and spill that nonsense. On the other hand, we get up every day, go wash our ass, brush our teeth, wash our face, put our motherfucking uniforms on if we got uniforms, and go to work. Ain't no makeup, nigga. Pack out lunch. They ain't packing a lunch. Nigga, they got a buffet or something like that. Somebody buffet, they ordering lunch or something. So I'm just trying to figure out, why are we taking their points of view over anything? These media people, are you fucking serious? Especially Fox News, like, what the fuck? You ain't living no real regular life. You haven't lived that shit in years. You make millions of dollars every year. Fuck you talking about? Who's running the White House? Like you care. And see, the mainstream media got used to. That's why they kept trying to pressure Vice President Harris. Oh, she needs to do an interview. Because it boosts your ratings. She don't got to do shit for you. Listen, I swear to God, they lucky. I wasn't running for president or some shit. I wasn't in that. Why the fuck I gotta do it? Fuck out of here. I'm gonna talk to the people. Listen. If I'll go around on the YouTube shit. I wouldn't be talking to motherfucking CNN, MSNBC, ABC, or Fox News. None of them. I'll be talking to motherfuckers on YouTube. They got platforms. Because they the people. A lot of people that watch mainstream media is a bunch of old motherfuckers. Believe it or not. A bunch of old motherfuckers on their deathbed sitting there talking about, oh, I want the country to be this way and the country is fucked up. That's why I'm this way. No, bitch, you the way that you are. You voted for this shit. That's why the country fucked up. You think I'm lying? It's more older people that vote than young folks. Or even people my age. These are facts. Man, I'll be trying to get young people to vote, man. That's my whole movement too. I try to get people to vote. Try to get people to vote, but if you don't vote, I ain't mad at you. Because I understand in a way, but then I don't. You can't. I always tell people, don't complain to me about certain shit. I just don't want to hear that shit no more. Now, if you're just asking questions, fine. But don't start complaining to me about shit if you ain't doing your part. See, listen, a lot of times when people think it's my vote, but it's not really about you. It's about others. And when you always keep putting yourself before others, then like, yo, what are you doing here on earth? don't do what I do for me. I'm not first on the list. I'm not saying I don't do it for me at all, but I'm just saying I'm not first on the fucking list of why I do what I do. Or why how I move in life. It ain't for me. I'm not number one. I may be top 5. But I probably can put a whole bunch of shit before, whole bunch of people and reasons of why I do it before myself. And if you don't got that, then you just doing it, you moving around in life selfish. But like I said, a lot of people ain't where I'm at, like mentally. So I get it. But that's why I don't be wanting to hear a lot of shit. That's why I don't talk about certain shit. Like, fuck I'm talking about that for? It's ignorant shit. Or sometimes if they got a point, but like it's still ignorant. Because if you don't know some of this shit, then it ain't on me to keep telling you. I don't want to change your mind. I just want you to open up your mind. That's it. I don't want you to change your mind at all. That's up to you to change your mind. Not up to me. Listen, people, nobody changed my mind about who I am. I had to want to change my mind. Nobody made me. I think the way I think because of me. Yes, that I sit down and listen to others, yes, but they didn't change my mind. I had to want to do that shit. So that's why I tell people I don't try to change nobody's perspective or nobody's mind. I just try to open your mind up to other things or how you see things. That's it. But let's move on.
Obviously don't. I think we all think of the same person who has installed many of his former aides in the Biden administration. But this is what happened with Joe Biden when he ran for office. He was that moderate, okay, and he was in that Trojan horse as a moderate. He backs up into the White House, and all the progressives that you can't even recognize for who they are go running into the White House. But Jesse's right. This is the one area where you truly cannot separate Kamala Harris from Joe Biden, because it's not only I was the last person in the room, but the quote goes on, and you feel comfortable. I do. So, and when the Democrats call it a strategic and moral failure, what happened with the Biden administration, that same Democrat who used those words, Congressman Ryan, when it came to Kamala, he says, or Vice President Harris, he says, we can't assign partisan blame. Yes, you can. You fire them. You make sure there are consequences. People, look, we knew that they left Bagram.
First of all, did any administration when Trump fucked up, see, my thing is you got to hold everybody at the same accountability. Did Trump fire the people that he fought? Did he fire them because they made bad decisions? No, he fired them because they weren't loyal to him. That is a difference, bro. You just don't fire people because they disagree with you on issues in your cabinet. That's the reason they're there, to have their opinion. That's why you brung them there. You don't bring them there to kiss your ass. But anyway, like I said, we live in a different time right now. Janine Perro, you should have been fired. But did Fox News fire you for all the fuck shit you've been doing? Okay, let's move on. But they loyal to you. Shut your ass up. Anyway, let's move on.
Bagram, and they go to the Kabul airport, which has one runway. They have credible information. They identified the person. They identified what he was wearing. They had a shot right in place. They couldn't get the approval to shoot. It was the rules of engagement that are so effed up with this Biden administration that it ended up killing 170 Afghans and 13 Americans whose names have not come out of Joe Biden's mouth.
Listen, first of all, Janine Perro, the situation, I'm looking at the video, but the situation wouldn't have happened if Trump didn't plan it wrong. Excuse me. Now, did Joe Biden fuck it up? Did some of the military people might have fucked it up? Yes, maybe. Right? But it was Trump plan. Listen, people. This is why I don't understand why motherfuckers be trying to be gangsters in the street. And then you be on the internet telling all your business, right? How gangster you are. Gangster you are, right? I remember somebody said to me a while ago, they said, oh, Kenny, you telling motherfucker what you'll do talk. Listen, I tell you that I ain't on that type of time. I'm just telling you, if a motherfucker come at me a certain way, that's what I do. And then and a lot of times situations don't always be the way I think it's going to probably happen, or anybody. So I never know a lot of times what I do, but I'm just saying, you put me in a certain position, and if I go to the extreme on it, then I already told you what I was going to do. So I ain't trying to hear, oh, he shouldn't have did that. I told you don't fuck with me like that. Because I ain't on that type of time. But my point is, America be out here telling our plans. Like, we be out here telling what we get ready to do. Telling you the date, everything. We don't live in those times right now where Biden probably could have said what he was getting ready to do to, you know, bring the troops back in, like, say, let's say the early 2000s, like maybe very early, or the late 90s. He probably could have said that shit on a national platform. But you can't do that now. You can't tell them, I'm extracting the U.S. military and all that shit. Everybody got cell phones. Technology real. Shit, even over there. Technology real. Even though over there, in the motherfucking desert, nigga, technology, Wi-Fi over there. You can't be telling people what you gonna do. That's why that, believe it or not, I believe that's why that shit went left. We telling them the date. Remember Trump telling them the date we leaving and all this other shit? And then Biden comes in office, he telling them the date and everything, he gonna do it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the enemies know. Like, who tells the... All right, man. It's like the little dude, what's his name? Julio, whatever his name is. God rest his soul, though. Listen, and condolences to the family. Listen, man, you nigga, you telling everywhere you at, and you out here on that type of time? All right, man. Feel sorry that the little young brother died, but at the same time, nigga, are we shocked that he died? Nigga, you telling your location. You telling all the shit that's happening. That you going, you know, what you doing. And you know that you one of them top gangsters niggas like that. Where you from? And you don't think niggas... Okay. That's the same thing with American, nigga. You can't tell our motherfucker... You can't tell a terrorist when you're leaving and when you're gathering your shit together and you're leaving and think ain't no fuck shit gonna happen. So yes, America got a fucking problem of telling all our business. Listen, you know the crazy, you know people talking about we need people to be transparent, right? Back in the day, they should have been a lot more open, or being more transparent. Now, nah, I don't think people should be more transparent. Especially when it comes to our government shit. National security, a lot of that shit. No. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. You don't need to know all that shit. Because it puts, what happened? 13 troops died. Because we too transparent. Telling motherfuckers what we gonna do and what we not gonna do. Like, you can't do that. Not in this day and age. All this fucking technology. All these cameras. What the fuck? We got drones now. Nigga, like, what the fuck is everybody? Like, come on. You didn't think, listen. I would have been shocked more if nothing went wrong. But I wasn't shocked that 13 Americans died and the shit was fucked up. See, we got to be rational human beings. Like, yo, it's supposed to go wrong. Come on. Man, stop trolling, man. You on here trolling. Tulsi Gabbard, I ain't even got her yet because she's a habitual liar. She a troll. She be capping all the time. But anyway, but you can't tell everybody. You can't tell the fucking enemy your excuse me, what you gonna do. Tell them all your plans and then don't think that ain't nothing tragic gonna happen. We live in 2024 in a technology age. And even when that happened, we was in technology age. The fuck is going on, man? Like, y'all, listen, man. Never mind. But like I said, a lot of people ain't never been in a street war. Or they ain't never been to war. They ain't never been on no gangster shit. Or just at war. They don't know nothing about what I'm saying. Well, why we can't say that? Okay, cool. Anyway, let's move on.
As he sat there and watched the boxes come off and the coffins, and he looked at his watch. But you know what? We know nothing about her history. All we know is that when she says, every day I mourn and honor those 13, shame on
Tom, she said, we don't know nothing about our history. That's the problem. At least you admit that. And don't say we. Say a lot of motherfuckers don't know their history in America. That's the problem. And at least that's that's the most realest shit she been saying since this whole dialogue that she's saying. And even if Janine Perro, and she's not stupid. Okay, I don't want y'all to say listen, this woman is not stupid. Listen. It may be in her heart to be a fucking bigot and a racist. But let me just say this. This woman is not stupid. Maybe she is placating to the stupid people of the audience. We know she getting paid to do it. But this woman not stupid. So she said the quiet part out loud. Maybe we don't know our history. No, bitch. You're talking about the people that you are sitting here lying to. Because you know the history. Janine Perro knows the history. But anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to point that out. You got to listen to what these people be saying.
Shame on you. That's the kind of exaggeration that we don't believe. The Gold Star family say Biden never publicly named them, and he was not someone that they are enthralled with, and neither is she.
So, Harold,
let me just say this. We live in a time where people got to glorify death. And that shit is starting to annoy the shit out of me. Listen, they serve their country. That's what comes with it. The parents, what you want? No disrespect to them. Respect their grief. Respect the family. What you want Biden to do? Your family ain't the only family that lost troops, lost people. What the fuck? So you only supposed to be acknowledged? What about the hundreds of thousands of American people, soldiers that died over in Afghanistan? Like, what are you talking about? And you can't tell people how to grieve, because I never want to do that. But listen, man. It's like when my little brother served for the country, nigga. I thought the worst. So if he'd have died, and I know it sound harsh, he'd have died, nigga, I wouldn't have been as hurt. Because I understood what he was doing. I understood why he went to do what he did. Even though I wouldn't have never did it, for y'all know the reasons why, and I ain't gonna get into that, but I respect what he did. I respect all the military people, but, you know, but I understand. You don't, I never, listen, the one thing I say this, I never question military people or why they went to go serve. I never do that. I just say I would never do it for whatever my reasons is, but I never disrespect them, and I respect they did it. I respect why they did it. Don't mean I have to understand it, but I respect it. But, nigga, if my little brother wouldn't have came home, nigga, he wouldn't have came home. Because I understand that. And maybe because I'm from the streets, I get that a little more than others. But, yo, my little brother wouldn't have came home, he wouldn't have came home, man. Yes, it would have hurt. Do I need the president to tell me, you know, acknowledge my brother? No. I don't need that. That's for us to do. We celebrate him or her, right? If that happens, right? I don't need the president to do that. I don't need that shit. Served the country. I know what he did. He sacrificed himself for me and everybody else. That's enough for me. I'm going to cry. I'm going to break down. I'm going to have a breakdown. But I don't need nobody else to celebrate him if that would have happened to him, right? But everybody mourns differently. I get it. But now all this shit is like almost a political thing. For the person to come out and say, oh, yeah, President Biden ain't say this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you even respect his service? He didn't do it for the president to acknowledge him. My brother told me that. He said, nigga, I didn't do this for the president. I did this for the country. I don't even need people to acknowledge what I did. I know what I did. See, I talk to real veterans, motherfuckers that came home from shit. Now the brother, got here, man. Got here. And like I said, I'm not too mad at the family because they grieving. I get it. Because you can't tell people how to grieve. But now you going down a lane that where I got to criticize it. Because there's a whole bunch of families has lost people and the president didn't acknowledge. No president always acknowledge all the people by name that died at war. Fuck out of here. Anyway, let's move on, man.
Kamala says she's the last person in the room, but she denied who the dead person in the room was, Joe Biden. Shouldn't she be held accountable for that?
I'm just glad you didn't say we talked about this in the green room. This was a colossal and catastrophic failure. Watching the president walk with those families, President Trump today walk with the families at Arlington.
And let me say this. I forgot who this dude is, but he's supposed to be somewhat of a liberal or Democrat. You a coward, bro. You on Fox News. It's not like the other little white woman and shit. But I guess he know how to stay in his place. Because he's a mixed breed. But they see you as a nigga. And you cower the way you get ready to cower is so disingenuous. But anyway, let's move on. Let's hear this coward.
Reminded me of that. The disappointing thing for me in all this is twofold. First, I have yet to hear a real accounting of what happened. I understand, meaning the decision-making process went wrong. I don't need to have anything disclosed that would reveal any secrets. But what was learned from it, and how do we ensure we don't make the same mistake again? I'm a believer.
First of all, we wouldn't have been in that situation because of the people that's around you that's sitting at that table didn't ride with Biden. I mean, not ride with Biden. I'm sorry. George Bush Jr. We wouldn't have been in that situation. We wouldn't even be in this situation. Wouldn't even be talking about it. And there was some Democrats that ride with that. I get that, but that was George Bush. He pushed a lie. He lied to everybody. So if you want to post blame, you're a Republican, right? So you put it on the Republicans, the whole party, because they all ride with it, even some of the Democrats, a lot of them. Roll with it. Like, we wouldn't have been here, bro. Those soldiers that lost their life, they most likely wouldn't have died. But you disappointed because 13 soldiers died. What about the rest of them soldiers that died? And no disrespect to the families. I don't want to seem harsh and disrespectful. Excuse me. But what about the rest of them soldiers? Listen, you already know that, you goofy. Vito, stop getting in here saying stupid shit. You already know that. Stop asking me stupid questions that you already know. See, the problem is, a lot of you motherfuckers get in here trying to troll and say stupid shit out your mouth, right? And you already know the answers for it. Because you need the interaction, because you know that you are a irrelevant person. You already know my answer of that. I ain't got to tell you that. You already know. You goofy ass. Stop asking me stupid ass questions you already know. Dumbass. But anyway, but like I said, wouldn't have been in it. What about the rest of those thousands of Americans that died? Did they all get named? Did they all get pulled out the special treatment? Like these so-called families talking about, well, he ain't acknowledging all that. Get the fuck out of here. You celebrate him. He didn't serve the country for the president and the government to celebrate him. It was a black veteran that told me. He said the one thing about people that serve the country, they're the real patriots. People that serve the country. The military. The rest of us we're not patriots. We benefit off of the patriots. We ain't patriots. We ain't no fucking patriots. What we sacrifice? We don't sacrifice shit. Because you wave a flag and you donate. That shit don't mean shit. Get on that front line for the country, then you're a patriot. And do it the right way. Don't be on no racist bullshit. But do it the right way. Then you're a patriot. You ain't keeping me honest. What are you keeping me honest about, Vito? What are you keeping me honest about? It ain't no double standard. What is my double standards, bro? Let me hold up. Time out for a second. Cause you keep saying shit. I'm double standards of what? What am I being having a double standards on what? What am I having the double standards on? Explain to me. I'm listening to you. Go ahead and put it in the chat what you saying, and I'll respond. Cause I'm sick of motherfuckers. What is the double standards I'm keeping? I got this double standards. What's double standards? What is it? Explain to me. That's why people next month I will be allowing people to call in and come in through StreamYards and shit, send people the link. So we just don't have to do this shit in the chat. But explain to me in the chat. What are you saying, Vito? What is my double standards? He said, this motherfucker. I'll put it up. Because I want to have this back and forth with you because I'm on that type of time today. This is what he said, people. He said, you call the half-breed Fox guy, but so is Harris and Obama. Vito, how long you been watching the show? Just put that in the chat for me. How long you been watching the show? That's the first question. That's the first. I just want to ask you this question, and I'll answer your question. Just put that in the chat. How long you been watching this show? See, this is easy work, people. This is easy work. This is easy work. Vito, put in the chat how long you been watching this show. And we'll go from there. And I'll answer all your questions. How long you been watching this show? He said quite a while, maybe 2 years. Vito, so you ain't never heard me call Vice President Harris a half-breed? You never heard me call Barack Obama a half-breed? Leave it in chat. You never heard me say that. And I want you to lie. Go ahead and lie. I want you to lie. Leave it in the chat, my nigga. Leave it in there. There you go lying. Hey, B, there you go lying, bro. Come on, bro. I never called Obama a half-breed. I never said that Vice President Harris is a half-breed too. You got to be kidding me. Listen, if I said that she was black, it's because people like you look at her as black, regardless if she mixed. So that's why we claim her. So that's number one. But number two, I have called her a half-breed. I have called Barack Obama a half-breed. You are lying. Oh, now you want to come back and say, oh, you have. Oh, I know I did, nigga. Don't lie. See, my problem is you can't lie on my show. Now, if I'm wrong about something, I apologize and say, you know what, you're right. But don't come on here lying, man, to try to prove a point to fit your narrative. Don't do that shit. Don't lie like that, bro. Don't lie like that. So don't tell me it's a double standards. I got a double standards. Let's go back to his last shit. This is what he said to me. That's what he said. Let me maybe go back to the other one. Hold on. Here it is. No, this is what he said to me, the first thing. That's what he said to me. And then he says, I said, where's the double standards you talking about? This is what he says. That's what he said, my people. And then the motherfucker come around and say, and then he says, I asked him how long he been watching the show. He says that. And I tell that motherfucker, I say, so you've been around me for 2 years. I mean, you've been watching my show for 2 years, and I ain't never called him a half-breed. I said, don't lie. And then what he does, he come and lie. He come back and lie. No. He said, no, now you saying hers is black. Okay. Then he comes back and say, you have. Because I asked him, I say, so you telling me, I told him you lying. I never called Barack Obama. I never called Vice President Harris a mixed breed. He said, oh no, you have. Well, I know I did. Then I knew you was going to lie. Could have fit your narrative. Said, but you are. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. First of all, the mixed breed dude that's on there, he get punked every day on Fox News. Don't Fox News people punk the shit out of his pussy ass. I couldn't sit on that panel and allow little people to disrespect me the way they disrespect him. Have you been watching this dude on Fox News with them? On what was that? The 5. And when he's on that, they disrespect the shit out of him. They disrespect him. Even a white girl that be on it, she a Democrat. I forgot her name. The white woman, wear the glasses. I forgot her name. Shout out to her. I'm sorry for getting her name. But they disrespect the shit out of her. Like, come on, bro. It's not a double standard when somebody's disrespecting you, man. Listen, I get what you're saying, right? But understand this. You lied and said that I never called her a half-breed. You try to pretend that I never went at Vice President Harris. For shit. I have. I keep telling everybody I'm not the biggest fan of Vice President Harris. I don't agree with a lot of shit that she agree with. I'll be genuinely honest. But you keep acting like I gotta be fair to right-wingers and to Trump in them. I don't. They don't. They just ignore all his bad behaviors And it seems like you are, Vito, right? You ignore all that shit. So I can't do that with Vice President Harris. I can't ignore her shit. Some of the shit I dislike. And I think she's a better person than Donald Trump. I can't ignore it. Nick, listen. Listen, first of all, I'm not taking the high road with Republicans. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. So I'm not taking no high road. Only when it's necessary, right? Because there's certain shit I won't go to doing, right? But no. I'll take her over Trump. Do I believe that Vice President Harris is a racist or a bigot? No. No. Now, do I believe she played a game? Do I believe she, that corporate money getting it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Never denied it. Is she better than Trump? Yes. Yes. Is she better than any Republican that's riding with MAGA? Yes. Sorry to tell you that. And if you can't see that, that ain't my motherfucking problem. Vito. So I'm giving her a pass. They've been giving this racist a pass for almost 10 years. What the fuck are you talking about, Vito? 10 years. They've been making excuses for this racist. And the whole party jumped behind him. Or some racist shit. But I suppose, let's be fair here. What? You smoking crack? Vito, you smoking crack? Yeah, please. You can keep that crackhead shit to yourself. Then he says this. You can say whatever you want about that. That motherfucker's soul is soul. His soul is soul. Hold on, I think my what's the name went out. Hold on, y'all. I think my mouse went out. I'll charge it in a minute. There we go. All right. Yeah, my mouse done went out. I ain't charged the motherfucker in a minute. Yeah, there it is. You can say all that shit all you want. Shout out to my brother Weezy in the building. What up, big bro? Yes, I have. And that's the thing. Like, niggas want to come on here all of a sudden like I'm acting brand new. No, it's not that. I understand that we in the times we in. And motherfuckers want to sit here and pretend like we ain't in these times. It's almost like we can sit here and let the Republican Party and the MAGA Party sit there and say whatever the fuck they want to say. I'm not a Democrat, bro. They can say whatever they want to say. And I'm an independent. They supposed to sit there and say all this horrible shit. And then I'm supposed to look at the left and say, y'all that. When I know the truth. Is they the right? Hell no. I know what they gonna do when they get in office. They're telling us. And then you sitting there and acting like we supposed to hold the left accountable. Nigga, it ain't the time for that, nigga. It ain't the time for that. I don't give a fuck who you are. This ain't the time for that bullshit. The right is telling you, we're trying to take over the country. We're trying to make this a white Christian nation. So that means we all gotta believe in their God. And y'all still sitting here trying to debate me about what side is bad? Are you fucking kidding me? Man, please, man. Please, Vito. Man, hey, go to sleep, bro. Go to sleep, man. Don't talk to me. And even you black Negroes talking that bullshit. Nigga, I don't have to believe in your God, nigga, to be a good person, to not harm people, to not hurt people, take advantage of people. I don't have to believe in your fucking God. Are you that fucking stupid? That's what they saying. We gotta get everybody to believe in their God. They don't even believe in what happened in the civil rights era. They trying to erase that. And you motherfuckers are sitting here questioning me? Vito, you questioning Vito, if you live in America or not, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for our people. Who the fuck are you to question me? You ain't woke, motherfucker. You over there doing whatever you doing, sucking dick. I don't know what the fuck you doing. But at this motherfucking point, if you've been watching me for 2 years, motherfucker, I've been consistent. I've been told y'all what this whole movement was years ago when Trump got in office or before he got in. Nobody listened to me. I've been consistent. And now this shit is in everybody's face and then everybody tripping on me. Oh, you gonna stop? You goddamn right. Because I've been trying to tell y'all. And then you mad at the Democrat Party. Oh, they not doing exactly what. You had a chance to vote for Bernie. Did you do it? No, because you was a bunch of bitches. Or you wasn't that educated in politics. So you want to sit here and get mad at me. It ain't my fault. Vito, man, go suck a dick, man. Go suck a fucking dick. Your old goofy ass. I've been telling niggas, you said 2 years? I've been doing this shit over 10 years. Then the 10 years telling niggas. And all of a sudden now, I got to bow down to you, your point. No, nigga, I don't have to do that. Because I've been telling y'all for 10 years, oh, what's going to happen. That's why we in the predicament that we in. Because nobody listened. And then now we in a predicament, motherfuckers want to sit here talking about, well, what about the other side? It ain't no other side. It's no other side. You got evil and you got somewhat good. I'll take somewhat good than over evil. That's where we is. Remember they tried to do this shit with Hillary and Trump? Oh, nigga. It came back. You got a choice. Vito, you ain't got to listen to me, bro. Go vote for Trump. For all the fuck I care. You sound like a minority anyway, right? That's what your name sounds like. Go ahead. You don't even listen to Trump. You don't listen to the Republican Party. They telling you what they're going to do. But you want to sit here and get mad at me. Go ahead, man. Motherfuckers leave me emails. They upset. I can't believe. Not Kenny. Fuck you mean you not me. I told everybody to vote for Bernie. We wouldn't even have been in this situation if you motherfuckers would have voted for Bernie. But you didn't. You voted for Biden. I don't want to hear Democrats speaking that nonsense shit. I don't want to hear black people that was voted for Biden or was Democrats or whatever. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't tell me about policies, nigga. Because the last election was about policies. And you just ignore what I said. So fuck that. Don't come over here talking about, oh, Kenny this, Kenny that. Man, fuck you. You motherfuckers didn't listen to me, and now all of a sudden, you mad at me now? No, nigga, I'm riding for Democrats. I'm riding for Vice President Harris. It is not because she black. It could have been any. Before Vice President, I said I'm voting for Joe. I don't give a fuck he's slow. I'm voting for Joe. So it ain't got nothing to do with her color or her being black or being mixed breed. You goofy ass niggas. Don't keep leaving me emails and messages and shit. Tell I changed. Nigga, I ain't changed. I'm standing down. My people come first. You think I'm only speaking this shit because of you stupid motherfuckers? No, I'm doing it. My people come first because I already know who they gonna come after. It's throwing shit out there. The immigrants, the other minorities. They going at them, but who they gonna really come after? Remember I told y'all last time who they was gonna come after. Came at the black folks, didn't they? All right, whatever, man. Motherfuckers sitting out here on that bullshit. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, welcome back from the quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there scrolling below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. Listen, let me just say this. Vito, I don't give a fuck what you talk about. Because the problem is, and like I said, I'm fed up with this shit. The shit is starting to be annoying to me. Stop asking me stupid-ass questions that you already should know. Right? That's my issue. Okay? Listen. Bruh, I've been speaking about this shit for years. I've been telling you how dangerous Trump and that movement was for years. Nobody listened to me. Now all of a sudden everybody want to talk about policies. Now all of a sudden everybody want to talk about, oh, well, what the Democrats going to do? And just ignoring this racist piece of shit in that whole party over there. Just ignored it for years. And now you want to tell me, no, Democrats got to give us something. What? What? I ask you a question. What has Trump gave black people? He been in there for 4 years. He's running for president again. What is a bill that says it's for black people then? What bill? What bill he passed? Said it's just for black people. That benefited you. You can't name one. So stop asking her for that. You can't say I'm not fucking with that side because they ain't giving me a black bill, but then they're on the Republican side, they ain't give you a black bill either. Fuck are you talking about? Stop having this stupid conversation. It sounds stupid, it's ignorant as fuck. There's no such thing as a black bill. The only black bill that exists and have exist and would exist if it happened is reparations for black people. That's the only black bill we gonna ever get. Goddamn goofies. Vito, man, stop talking about shit that you know nothing about. Please stop, bro. Stop having a conversation with me that you can't have a conversation with me about. Honestly. You can't. Nigga, they've been black people and Congress been trying to fight to get black people reparations for a long time. They won't pass it, nigga. It's unfair to the whites now. It's unfair. You ask about 80% of white people, should black people get reparations? I guarantee you, or 100 people, 80% of them gonna say no. Because I ain't never been a slave and I don't see how that's gonna benefit the country. It's gonna divide and all that other shit. But it wasn't divisive when our ancestors lost generational wealth because this country, their ancestors fucked up our generational wealth. We supposed to have something by now. We supposed to be way better off than we are right now. But their excuse me, their ancestors took that away from us. But we don't deserve reparations. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. It almost make, I swear to you, it almost make me feel like if somebody ever came to me, I don't give a fuck if you're black or white, or whatever race you are, and came to me and said that black people don't deserve reparations, I'll smack the shit out you. Because it's so disrespectful. And I ain't condoning violence, I'm just saying it will make me want to do that. So this is the type of time we on right now in 2024. We don't deserve that. Because we ain't never been slaves. But we supposed to have been well better off if we had Black Wall Street. If your ancestors didn't take our shit away and destroyed it, we would have been better off. You ain't got to worry about black people being on welfare. Like you like to say, which ain't fully true. Fuck out of here, man. You can keep saying white supremacist talking points, but I can debunk it because I'm well educated in this shit. And like I told you, before anything, I'm about my people first. So I research my people, and then I research the enemy. I research my people first, then I research the enemy. You get on my motherfucking time and then start talking to me. That's the same part. They don't give a fuck about black people. Then they got coon niggas all about, no, we don't need nothing. I bet you don't. You're married to a white woman that's rich. Of course, none of them coons want reparations because they're getting took care of by the white racists. Candace Owens, Brian Donaldson, what's the other nigga name? Tim Scott, Clarence Thomas. Getting taken care of by the white supremacists. Of course they don't believe in reparations. Of course not. I named all the motherfuckers that say they ain't about reparations. They all married to white people. Racist white people at that. Because I don't want to disrespect all white people as a whole, but they married to racist white people. There ain't no motherfucking way my wife would tolerate me to being a sellout. And she a black woman. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm out here cooning. You think my wife would be with me, nigga? Okay, cool, man. It ain't just that I got principles and morals, nigga. My wife do. And we don't agree on anything, but nigga, one thing we don't agree on is coons and sellouts. We don't do that, nigga. We bond to that. See, we locked on principles and morals. I don't know what the fuck going on with them coon ass niggas. Or motherfucker coon niggas say, oh, well, if black people get reparations, all they gonna do is go out here and buy rims and all that other shit. Nigga, that's the stereotype. That's what they think of us. They don't think it's a lot of intelligent black women and black men out here that will put our money together and do some shit and build our community. But they know that, right? The intelligent racists know that what we would do with that money. The ignorant white folks think that's all we gonna do. That's why they don't want. I know why the racist intelligent people don't want to give us that money, because they already know. But the stupid white folks, racist white folks, okay. These are the same people that vote for racists and people that take advantage of them on racism. But somehow I'm supposed to listen to them. And they still poor as a bitch. You ever see a lot of those people at the Trump rallies? Nigga, they poor as shit. They the same people that the bitch complain about they ain't got no money, but they got enough money to buy all his merch. They pay into getting to them rallies, but they poor. They struggling. Food is up. A lot of shit is up. You don't think that when you go to a Trump rally and buy a shirt and buy all that shit, you buy all that merchandise, all that merch, and pay to get in there to see Trump, they ain't hike the prices up on your dumb ass? But you still go pay that, don't you? Dumbass. Anyway, you know there's only one side really talking about inflation and acting like it's the end of the world. The fuck out of here. Yes, do the other side talk about inflation? Yeah, but they talk about who gonna bring it down like it's a conversation. The other side just talking about, oh, Democrats, it's the inflation numbers because of the Democrats. And if you vote Democratic, you okay with inflation. What? Nigga, I'm not even a Democrat, and I'm voting for Democrats. And I'm not blaming them for inflation, because I know better. But anyway. It's where we are in 2024. Motherfuckers want to sit here, veto, and a whole bunch of goofy ass niggas want to come here and talk about and leave me messages and shit through email talking about how I changed. Bitch, I ain't changed. I've been still consistent of what I've been saying. The problem is you motherfuckers some of y'all don't listen. That's the problem. But like I said, I ain't here to change your mind. I'm here to open up your mind. I don't give a fuck about changing your mind. Vito, you can keep thinking what you think, bro. And motherfuckers like you, keep thinking. That's why we where we are in 2024. That's why the country is fucked up. Because of people like you. You're just ignorant as fuck. You don't do research. You don't fucking like research the policies and really break down. You know nothing about politics. It's just, it's all goes, how I feel. I feel a lot of shit, but they don't got nothing to do with facts. I feel a lot of shit. I don't say a lot of shit that I feel on this fucking show that I really want to say to you motherfuckers, but I don't say it. Because you know why? Because it's irrelevant to the fucking facts. Don't come to me talking that bullshit. Fuck is wrong with you goofy niggas? Well, some of y'all, I ain't saying all y'all, but you know what I'm saying. Well, and that's even worse. You 64 years old and still stupid. Fuck out of here. That let me know something. That's how stupid you are. Fuck out of here. You 64 years old. Shout out my brother Weezy. He said, understood, how old are you? And then he says, 64. You stupid as a motherfucker. You 64 years old and still stupid. Fuck out of here. Don't have no conversation. You can't have a conversation with me about reality, about what the fuck really going on, politics, anything. You 64 years old and you still don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about? Okay, man. Please, man. I don't give a fuck if you're a retired teacher. That don't mean shit. Motherfucker talking about I'm a retired teacher. I don't give a fuck. That don't mean you stupid. That don't mean that you ain't stupid about politics. I guarantee you, you 60-something years old, right? I guarantee you don't do more research than I do. And you're a teacher. And I know you went to college to be a teacher. I know that for a fact. And you still don't know nothing about politics. Yeah, all right. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Vito. No disrespect to you and like the disrespect of your service of teaching. Because I appreciate you. Right? Not no disrespect in that. You know what I mean? Your occupation. No disrespect in that. Wouldn't never say you stupid in that way. No. But you, just because you teach and you went to college don't mean that you know what the fuck I'm talking about. That don't mean that you experience. Just like me. I got a lot of experience in a lot of shit. I don't know how to be a plumber. I couldn't even do what you do. No disrespect. But I couldn't do what you do. You was a teacher. No disrespect. Couldn't do it. Don't have the occupation. I mean, don't have the right education to do it. Didn't go to school for that. But this shit I'm talking about, I did this. And it makes it even worse that you was a teacher. I'm just being honest. Not disrespect you being a teacher and teaching our young folks. Salute to you. But nah, get the fuck out of here. There's no way you 64 years old and don't know about this shit. And you retired too. So all the time you got is to basically research. You got the time to do a lot of the shit that I'm talking about. And you still ignorant to this shit? The fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. No disrespect, Vito. No disrespect. Cause I appreciate you. You're subscribing to the channel, but shit, I'll be real, nigga. I ain't trying to act like, you know, I'm so much better than niggas and no shit like that. Ain't my thing. But come on, man. Don't sit there and be talking that bullshit and you ain't even qualified to be even talking about it. Now, if you asking questions, that's fine. But if you sitting here telling me some shit, right? And then I break it down and I show you that you not telling the truth. And I said, don't lie on me. And then you still lie. And then you come back and then you backpedal. And then, come on, bro. Come on, man. No, don't do that, man. Got respect for you. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Shout out to Weezy in the bit, and Weezy said, hold on. I'm going to go back to Vito. He said, a stupid college graduate. Yes, you can be that. Yes. Yes, you can. You can have all that. Trump went to college, too. Do you think Trump is stupid? Like, honestly. Like, be real genuinely honest, Vito. Is Trump stupid? He went to college, too. Do you think Trump is stupid? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat. Yes or no, Vito? I want you to tell me that. You think Trump is stupid? This nigga. Yeah. Come on, Vito, man. This is what this nigga said. Hold on, yo. He says sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. No, nigga. No. Listen. Let me explain something to you, Vito, right? You're a very high educated man, right? Right? You want our elders. And no disrespect. Listen. You can't say sometimes he is. And then sometimes no. Listen. Do I think Trump is fully stupid? No. Because he's a con man. Right? I get that part. But you're talking about running a country. He's nowhere intelligent. Yes, he's stupid. Yes. He knows nothing about politics. Nothing. So it ain't no sometimes he is and sometimes he's not. He knows nothing about politics. I know more about how the country works than Trump was, and he was the fucking president. So no. And Vito, and if you don't understand that, my brother, something wrong with you, man. You can be in a special situations where you can get privileged to be certain places. It has happened to me. Know nothing about it. One of my friends or somebody put me in a position to be there. Know nothing about it. Now, one thing about me, I can learn quickly, right? And I ain't got no college degree. Some people ain't got that, regardless if they go to college or not, right? They don't know how to get in a different going blank a little bit, a different position or occupation. I'm sorry, a different occupation, and can sit there and learn. A lot of people can't do that, and then somehow, somewhat be decent in it or great at it. Some people can't do that. Trump can't do that. How great was he as a president? He's still stupid. He still stays stupid shit. He been doing this shit for almost 10 years. Has he got better? Has he got better? Hell no, bro. You know better than that. He said he's 64 years old. You should know better than that, man. I don't give a fuck how much education a motherfucker got. Common sense matter too. Reality matters too. I don't give a fuck with your college degree. He got all them college degrees Trump do. He was president. He been in politics for a minute. He hung around a whole bunch of politicians. And he's still stupid. The fuck you mean sometimes he is, sometimes he's not? It ain't no sometimes. Fuck are you talking about? Vito, prime example. I worked in every warehouse, right? Like I worked at UPS, RBS, which turned into FedEx, and I worked at US Can where they made cans. I worked in a whole bunch of fucking, that's basically a lot of my experience, right? Graduate high school, all that, right? Okay, cool. When I tried to learn how to drive, because I never drove before. I ain't get my license until I was around like 26, 27. Right? Because where I was from in the hood, Nigga, it's buses. Nigga, ain't nobody thinking about driving. Right? Knew nothing about driving. Seeing people who had cars and shit like that. Want my interest. Didn't give a fuck about it. But when I finally focused on it to get my license, I was stupid as shit. Knew nothing. Didn't know about the laws. Didn't know about when you're supposed to stop at this certain stop sign, when this happened, that happened. Because I know nothing. Right? But, tell you something, even though I passed my license, I still was ignorant. Because when I started driving for the company and I'm at, right? There's rules and regulations. The shit that they do, it's different. Driving is one thing. And then, like I said, driving a certain vehicle is different too. Unless you have the experience of doing it. I started off poorly. Knowing nothing. Shit. Year later, nigga, I'm top driver. You know why? Because I sat down and listen. I ain't sit there and act like, oh, this supposed to happen and that supposed to happen because I got a driver's license. What the fuck does that mean? You know nothing about driving for a company because they have their own regulations and their own rules. So you have to be humble and listen and learn. That's all I'm trying to get motherfuckers to understand. It's not like what you think, my brother. Seriously, it's not what you think. Everybody want to go around here, run around here, questioning me. Oh, how can you say this? How can you say that? Niggas, I'm knowledgeable in it. Been doing this shit for 10 years. You act like I just all of a sudden just came on YouTube and just started saying this shit. Been doing this shit for years. Am I right about everything? Hell no. Nobody's ever right. Listen, I'm about 90% right about the shit I speak about. So I'm more right than I'm wrong. And it's not on no arrogant shit. It's because I do the research. I actually put the fucking work in. So what the fuck I speak about is real. And it doesn't fit my narrative because there's a lot of shit that I want to fit my narrative, but I don't do because that ain't fair to me. And it damn sure ain't fair to y'all. When I'm gonna lie to myself? Because see, if I lie to y'all, that means I'm lying to myself. Come on, bro. I'm way too honest for that. Way too honest. Come on, man. Come on, Vito, man. And people like y'all, man. Y'all gotta stop that shit. I was so annoyed. I was at work and shit. Motherfuckers leaving me shit. Talking about, oh, Kenny, I can't believe you signed with Vice, you signed with Harris. What y'all want me to do? Want me to side with a racist or not vote? I don't believe in not voting. So I'm supposed to change my narrative because y'all don't believe in voting? No, nigga. And like I said, I back my shit up on facts. Because what happened is, a lot of motherfuckers don't vote, right? All they do is bitch and complain. And they ain't changing nothing. They're just bitching and complaining. I did the last election. I didn't say I didn't vote. I just said I didn't vote for Biden. So I just kind of just wastefully voted. Like I didn't, you know what I mean? My vote didn't, it kind of didn't matter. So it was like I kind of didn't vote. So I vote independent. I can't do that shit now. No. And people like, oh, Kenny, you think you was wrong for doing that? No. Because we had a candidate like Bernie And a lot of you motherfuckers got scared and whatever happened, you didn't vote for the candidate. And then I told y'all everything that y'all bitching and complained about in 2020 and 2019 about Joe Biden. You was going to come back and bitch and complain about him 4 years later. And now y'all are doing it. I said this shit. And if, listen, people in the chat, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Or tell me I'm telling the truth or what I said 4 years ago. Tell me if I'm telling the truth or I'm lying. In the chat, yes or no. Am I lying or I'm telling the truth? Put lie or truth. Or what I said 4 years ago. Answer my question. People, put it in the chat. Didn't I say this shit 4 years ago? All this shit was gonna happen. No, don't beef in the chat. Don't beef in that. Answer my question. Don't beef in the chat. Vito, you still beefing about nonsense shit. Answer my question. Everybody. Wheezy, whoever in the chat. Yes or no? Have I been talking about this, Vito? Bruh Bell, have I been saying this same shit and I knew motherfuckers was gonna come back and be bitching and complaining about the Democrats? Didn't I say this shit 4 years ago for voting for Biden? I mean, y'all speaking a lot in the chat. Why y'all ain't speaking now? I've been said this shit. Shout out to my brother Bell. He don't got to agree with me, but he know I said that. And I said motherfuckers will come back and when Biden was up or whatever and was going to come back and bitch and complain. Everybody that voted for Biden. I said that shit. Don't tell me about Trump. Now I'm talking about Biden. And I told y'all motherfuckers would go back. Oh, what about what he doing? And oh. You had Bernie Sanders there. You chose not to. Look at this nigga Vito. Don't answer the question. It ain't about always being right, bro. I asked you a simple question. Was I right or wrong about 4 years ago? And I said now, 4 years later, motherfuckers like you was going to be bitching and complaining about Joe Biden and the Democrats. Yes or no? Answer my question, Vito. Start the nonsense shit. Shout out to my brother Weezy in the building. Thank you. Thank you, Weezy. Thank you. And I always told motherfuckers, y'all missing out. You missing out with him. Always roll with Bernie. I told y'all was missing out. But a lot of black people, it was OBF members too. And I gotta vote for Biden. It's too radical. Bernie being too radical. What? He too radical, but you watching the racist doing what he doing. Okay. Never mind. Let's move on, man. Shout out to my brother Weezy again. What up, Weezy? Brother Brian, that nigga stupid. Shout out to my brother Mel P in the building. What up, Mel P? Thank you. Man, my man Mel P, he OG to this shit. Don't get it twisted. That's my brother. But he a big homie too. Listen, I've been saying this shit for 4 years. And then I told motherfuckers they was gonna come back and start bitching and complaining about the Democrats, and you did nothing. I told you you're supposed to did it then. And now you want to come here and so, oh, Kalama, she doesn't do nothing. Oh, the Democrats ain't done nothing. Joe Biden. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You didn't listen in. You let the Democrats scare you in, oh, how bad Trump was. Listen, you could have let Trump win these last 4 years. He wouldn't have been as worse as he's going to be when he getting this bitch now. You still could have had control of him. When that motherfucker get in now, if he get in now, oh, nigga, I don't even know what y'all talking about at this point. And I swear to y'all, there's going to be people coming, how bad fucked up shit is. Okay, cool. Cool. Like I said, I hope you ready. I hope you got your guns. I hope you got your security. I hope you ready to die. Because I won't be nobody's slave. Motherfucker telling you we got to be in the same religion. Okay, cool. Shout out to my brother MLP in the building, though. See, Vito, come on, bro. Come on, man. There you go. I mean, let me ask you a question. Vito, are you voting for Trump? Let's just let us know. Right now, are you voting for Trump? Because I ain't going to keep going back and forth with you. Let me know if you going to vote for, if you voting for Trump. Because we can squash all this shit right now, Vito. You voting for Trump? Put it in the chat. And we waiting on you. Shout out to my brother Weezy again. Yeah, listen, it was always that, man. It was always that. Shout out to my big bro, man. Shout out to my big bro Mel P too. Right, and I said that, Mel. I said that. And now a lot of these motherfuckers back. Now all of a sudden, oh my God, we can't believe what Vice President Harris is about. Oh my God. She ain't doing, even the black motherfuckers, oh, she ain't doing nothing for black people. Biden ain't do nothing for black people. Okay. All right, man. Just ridiculous. He said probably. Man, get the fuck out of here. Listen, Vito, well, listen, if you probably gonna vote for him, you gonna vote for him. And if you don't vote Democrat, then I can't fuck with you. Because I told you, I done changed my status just like you did. I tell you motherfuckers, we ain't gonna have no choice at the end of the day. I said this shit 4 years ago when you motherfuckers disrespected Bernie Sanders, and I told you he was the best candidate. It was time for real change then. Now we got... Listen, let me just say this on real talk. I'm not the biggest fan of Vice President Harris. I don't want y'all to get this shit twisted. You think she going to really be different? No. The only thing she's going to do is stop the hate. That's one thing she's going to do. That's the only thing. Other than that, policies-wise, she ain't going to do nothing different. Fuck y'all talking about. Be real. See, I'm real. I'll be real with y'all. I don't lie to y'all. Tell you the truth. She ain't going to do shit. Fuck you talking about. Now, I'm just talking about because how y'all see shit. I look at policy, so I'm different on that. Put my policy shit different of how I think. Listen, she ain't gonna do shit to make y'all happy. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Just telling you now. But the difference is, I'm not voting for her for policies. Y'all are. Y'all debating about that. Y'all all fucked up in the mind how we gonna vote. How I'm gonna vote for Vice President her policies this and well, what about Trump shit? First of all, I ain't even doing that with y'all. This ain't even about policies. I already told y'all that. I'm not going back and forth with y'all on policies. You missed that motherfucking shit 4 years ago. So I'm not talking about policies with none of y'all. This is about morals and principles. She got more morals and principles. That's why I'm voting for her than Trump. The whole Republican Party is a bunch of racists. So I ain't trying to hear no policies bullshit. This shit is simple for me. It's not complicated. It's simple. I don't fuck with racists. I don't fuck with people that's trying to hurt other people because they different and change policies because they different. And a woman's right to have an abortion is a woman's choice. That's all that matters to me. I don't give a fuck about no little policies and shit y'all talking about. That shit is over with. I told y'all this shit was gonna happen, and now everybody want to talk about policies. Really? I told you about policies 4 years ago. But y'all chose. Who did y'all choose? Y'all chose motherfucking Joe Biden over Bernie Sanders. So, nigga, no, we not talking about policies. This shit is about morals and principles. This ain't about no policies. Because the policies won't change if Vice President Harris wins or not. This is about morals. This is about integrity. But she gonna try to keep the hate out of here. That's it. That's all it's about. It ain't about no motherfucking principles. I don't know why y'all even talking to me about that shit. Talking about policies. Fuck out of here. Shout out to my brother Mel P in the building. He said, it was all world. Yeah, man. Yeah, this shit crazy, man. Shout out to my big bro Weezy too. First of all, nigga, you can't you can't say you black if you don't show your face. Get the fuck out of here. That's how I feel about it. Shout out to my brother Mel P again. Shout out to big bro. Listen, man. I don't even know why people keep acting like we are good. We ain't never good. You don't see how far we, like, from our ancestors, what's going on? Like, shit, you don't see what happened with the whole Barack Obama getting in office? Yo, these white people lost their damn mind. Some of these white people lost their damn mind. They lost their damn mind, bro. But they keep on trying to, I'm not a racist, though. But say racist shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. You say racist shit out your mouth, you're a racist to me. I'm not trying to sit there and have this intellectual conversation with you about racism. The fuck out of here. You say racist shit out your mouth. You say shit that's offensive to black people. You are fucking racist. Or any minority group. You are fucking racist or a bigot. It just is what it is. You're a homophobe. You say shit about the gay community. You're a fucking homophobe. Fuck out of here. Nobody gives a fuck about... Listen, no disrespect to the gay community. I want to say this before I get ready to say this. I want to say this. No disrespect to the gay community. I don't give a fuck about the gay community like that. Especially about their sexuality. I don't care. Be gay, bitch. I don't... No disrespect to them. Be gay all you want. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't affect my life like that. Don't affect my family life. I get gay people in my family, nigga. I still treat them the same. Fuck are we talking about here? Unless we in the same sexual bedroom or some shit like that, then yeah, we got an issue. But no, nigga, I'm not in the same entity of my gay family members or gay people. I'm not in their bedrooms. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck who they fucking. They want to teach in school to the kids, respect all people, regardless of who they are. I have no problem with that. I don't want my daughter growing up thinking that she gotta hate people that's different from her. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But then everybody talking about, oh, I don't believe in that gay shit. You don't have to. Ain't nobody asking you to be gay, bitch. I don't believe in all the gay shit, but nigga, I don't want to take away rights from gay people. I don't want to take away rights from anybody. Like I said, if you spilling hate speech out here, it is no obligation for a company to hire you. Okay? That is capitalism. You racists like capitalism. That is capitalism. So if you've been a racist, a bigot, or sexist, or homophobe, motherfucker, they don't have to allow that in their corporation, motherfuckers. That ain't silencing your speech. But I guess you don't understand the real. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You can be homophobic, say whatever you want to say, but that don't mean a corporation. Because they got the freedom too, not to hire you and have them a part of what they do. That's anybody. I don't have to fucking hang around a bunch of fucking racists because it's your freedom of speech to say. It's my right not to fuck with you. Do you understand what freedom of speech is? You say whatever the fuck you want to do. But it is consequences for it. Dumbasses. Dumbass racists. Dumbass motherfuckers that want to sit out here. I should be able to say whatever I want to say to people. No. No. Sorry. No. Listen, people. I tell people I don't fuck with people, and it's not because of what they say, right? It's just morally. I respect them from afar. Or I respect enough that I can't fuck with you because you not on. It's not the type of person I want to be around. But I still show respect. As long as you don't disrespect me, we good. We good. It's OBF members, right? That I don't fuck with no more. Genuinely. And won't ever fuck with. They know that. But it's a respect. We good. It ain't nothing they can say to me. They cross the line with me. It's a wrap. And there's some people and OBF, former OBF members, feel the same way about me. And that's fine. I get that. I respect that. I respect it. See how that respect goes? I respect that. It's all good. You got the freedom, how you feel, however you want. But understand there's consequences for what you say. I have received it on my end, that where I don't fuck with motherfuckers, have received it another way of where I said some shit and people don't fuck with me. I get that. And I respect it. See, that's the difference of people don't acknowledging shit. People want to always keep talking about, it was my freedom to say it. I have the right to say it. But should you say it? Because people matter. Fuck your freedom of speech. Do it matter? Do people matter to you? You want to lose people because you want to have this freedom of speech to say whatever the fuck you want to say? No. Shout out to my brother, Mel P. And that's real shit. Read my brother Mel P shit. Right there on the screen. Read that. Yo, you can't waste your time with people like that, bro. As long as you don't disrespect me, we good. And like I said, that's why I keep going back and forwards with Vito, because he ain't disrespected me. He got his own point of view and shit like that, but it to me it's stupid. And that's the real talk. So, you know, his point of view is stupid to me. But I keep going back and forth with it because it's not disrespectful. And we appreciate that, Mel P. I mean, Mel P. Vito. We appreciate that. Shout out to Vito in the building. Say been fucking me for 2 years, but he still don't get it. But okay, cool. But yeah, shout out to Vito. Vito ain't been disrespectful in this whole chat. I just ain't like what he was saying. And Vito, I apologize to you. You know how real I am, man. I say what's on my mind. So I don't want you to feel like I'm disrespecting you, but I be real. That's how I speak to motherfuckers that I'm having a conversation with that I respect in a way, right? And I probably was a little out of pocket on some shit, but I respect what you're saying. I respect what you're saying, but it don't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's right, bro. You got I'll put it like this. You got the freedom to say how you feel, but it doesn't mean that it's right. Because like I said, a lot of people try to speak about shit and it feeds their narrative. You know what I mean? And we shouldn't be out here trying to find some shit to fit our narrative. Like, I never speak on shit that fits my narrative. I got a lot of opinions, bro. And when I find out facts about some shit, nigga, my narrative, like, what I believe in, doesn't matter. Or what my opinion is, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter to what the facts is. So I don't try to fit shit to be my narrative, bro. Shout out to my brother Weezy. He wanted to say something. Listen, I always tell people, to me, and shout out to my brother Weezy, shout out to the big bro Weezy. Listen, I always have that issue with people. And even for me, like, the transgender conversation is different. That is a weird conversation, and not to say they weird, but it's just, I don't agree with all that shit either that they trying to do. I don't like that shit. Like, listen, if you ain't fully took over, like, you gotta go to do the whole surgery. To me, you don't need no ding-a-ling and none of that shit. You know, you get what I mean? Like, it's ways that, like, to make me feel comfortable with it, cause I know the science. But if they're not fully doing none of that, then no, I don't agree with none of that shit. You know what I mean? But even still, I am a man and woman type of dude. You know what I mean? So I would never fuck with a transgender, right? But to each his own, though. Like, if somebody be like, oh, well, they're a woman to me, fine. Live your life. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, but I wouldn't do it. But I don't have a problem if you do it. You get what I mean? Like, yo, we all on this earth, yo, just to live our best life. And we don't all supposed to agree on shit. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't fuck with a transgender regardless if they got everything cut off, they did everything they, you know what I mean, that I'm even asking them to do, right? To say what I want, right? Even if they did all that, right? I still wouldn't fuck with a transgender. I just wouldn't. But to each his own to do it. I'm not mad if anybody do it. I'm not, like, you know what I mean? That's who you want to fuck with. That's fine. I'm not mad about that, y'all. Listen, I'm too old to be trying to beef about other motherfuckers' sexuality. I don't care about that shit, man. That's you, man. You know what I mean? Listen, who am I? I ain't God, nigga. I don't know what's right and what's wrong about that shit. I don't. I really genuinely don't. I ain't met God, nigga. I ain't talked to God. I don't know if that shit with you, transgender or somebody being gay is wrong. I don't know that. I don't fucking know that. So, be you. Love your life. And the rest of us should be okay with them living their life. As long as they ain't trying to hit on me. Or hit on heterosexual people. I'm good with that. Don't try to recruit us. That's my issue. But other than that, no, nigga, be you, be gay, transgender. And if dudes like transgenders, I don't give a fuck. Heterosexual men say they like transgenders. Nigga, that's on you, bro. That's on you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I love people, man. Transgender still people. Regardless. We gotta stop getting out this thing, you know, we keep acting like, oh, the transgenders is a threat. No, nigga. The threat is that niggas hating on people that they don't understand. And I did the research. I do the research on transgenders. They are not born gay. That's number one. Right? If they gay or transgender, they're not born that way. That is a fact. Right? Number two is, if they feel a certain type of way at a young age or whatever it is, niggas, they experience what they're going through. Right? But if they choose whatever way they want to go, nigga, that's on them. That's respected. They're still human beings. It doesn't matter if it doesn't fit out certain principles or, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. They still human beings. See, my morals is respecting human beings. I don't give a fuck about no religious bullshit. Religious bullshit will tell you you can't fuck with this person because they don't live the same life you live. Then how the fuck are you better than me? So you telling me a gay person is bad because they gay? They ain't out committing no crime. They ain't trying to hurt nobody. They love people. So how the fuck is they hurting somebody? If you're a Democrat, and you're a religious person, but you don't believe in all the religious shit on the right, then somehow, and you ain't commit none of them crimes, but they tell you because you sinning, right? Because what they believe, you're a bad person. Then I don't know who your God is. And first of all, that ain't for you to judge. You ain't here to judge nobody, bitch. You ain't God. Who the fuck is us to be sitting out here judging people the way we do? Ain't none of us God. But I'm telling you what it is. They get power and they think they God. That's why they judge people. That's why a lot of motherfuckers sit out here and judge people. That they get a little power or they think they better than somebody and then they judge people. But listen, like I said, I don't live life like everybody else. I ain't mad at people like you think I am. Listen, when I die, nigga, ain't none of you motherfuckers can judge me. None of you. I die, nigga. Honestly, the God that I say I believe in, I ain't never seen. Because I'm a spiritual nigga. Never met him. But hopefully he understand my heart. That's how I live. And that's how I die. I ain't sitting out here acting like I know God, nigga. I don't know God, man. Hopefully I'm doing the right thing in life. And you believe in whatever you want to believe, and I don't knock that. But don't tell everybody else that they got to believe in that shit or they going to hell. How the fuck you know? You ain't met God. Ain't none of us met him. I ain't met him. You ain't met him. Fuck out of here. Believe in what you want to believe in. That's cool, but don't act like you better than some fucking body. You ain't never met the person of God that you talking about. You ain't never met God. And ain't a man on earth that met God. Ain't a man right now. Let's just say right now. Ain't a man on earth said they have met God. And if they did, they crazy. They belong in a Looney Tune bin. That's why we got a space for crazy people. That's where you belong at. And no disrespect to the people that's mentally ill. But fuck out of here. Stop acting like y'all better than people, man. I've been doing this shit for a long, long fucking time with just people. Fuck religion, fuck all the politics, fuck all that. I'm talking about people. People who are walking around in life acting like they're better than people. And you're not. You don't want to compromise because somehow you think you got more principles over somebody else. You don't. You don't even know what your moral principles is. I got my moral principles and I stand on what I stand on, but that don't mean that I'm right. That's why I listen to people. That's why I open myself up to others. I don't know every fucking thing, nigga. That's why I talk to the gay community. That's why I talk to people that's different from me. We don't know shit. We just keep sitting around acting like we know every fucking thing. We don't know a motherfucking thing. We're just trying to learn and trying to be better people. That's all we're supposed to try to be. But we moving around this bitch acting like we know better. Okay, cool. Let me tell you some real shit that I learned. My daughter, by her having a disability, my daughter said some crazy shit out of her mouth here and there, right? She'll say some shit that I'll be like, hey, watch your mouth or something, right? But 95% of the time, shit come out of my daughter's mouth is positive. Asking you how your day is. Hey, love you. Shit like that. Man, if you ain't never been around some shit like that, my daughter, like, she make me better. If you ain't never been around something like that, you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about then. Gotta be around that all the time. My daughter is never negative. And since she ain't never negative, but she, like I said, 95% of the time, excuse me, my daughter's positive. And she love people. She love life. She's always happy. You ain't never been around people like that have their disability and they don't really understand how life really truly is. To be around that, yo, it'll break your heart too a little bit of society. But the other part is that I need to start moving like that. Right? Like, I have to move how my daughter thinks. You know what I mean? I know how the world thinks, but I gotta move how my daughter move. My daughter don't have that shit. Like, she don't have that negativity in her. She don't see the world because she got a disability and shit like that. And I sit back and I watch my daughter how she be. And how she just, like, she embrace people. She don't know if a motherfucker evil or not. Alright? She only knows if you treat her wrong and some shit come off as wrong of her, she'll break down. Right? But, yeah. Like, people gotta understand that. I learn from people. I learn from people that have their disability. I learn from all that shit to how to be a good person. You can learn from people that have a disability. You can learn from that shit. See how joyful they are or how they don't treat people. It's not like they ignorant, but they don't have my street smart. They don't have a lot of my daughter don't have a lot of the reality that I have. But she's still a good person. my whole point is saying, and I'm gonna leave it as this. The whole point is, I don't hate people. I can't have that hate in my heart. Even if you hate me or dislike me, I don't have that same energy. I don't have that. I don't have that love. I don't have that hate in me. I never feel that way. I never had that hate in me. Cause of my daughter. I never had that hate. I probably had it years ago when I was out in the streets and even before she was born. I probably felt that way before she was born. Probably said I would hate people. Or felt that, right? I ain't say I said it to people, but I probably felt it. I don't have that in me since my daughter was born. You don't have that hate. I don't hate people like that, man. You can disagree with me. You probably can hate me, and I still wouldn't hate you. Man, because for number one, I was raised a different type of way. Because what I did learn from my mom is never say you hate people. Hate is a strong word. That means you, and I've been in situations where you want to kill a motherfucker. Hate kills people. So, you know what I mean? Or do violent and hurtful things. That's what hate does. So, nah, I don't have no hate in me, man. And like I said, one thing I tell everybody this, and we leave it as this. Do not ever come on this motherfucking channel if you ain't got your facts together. You can have an opinion. Of course you could. But don't come on this motherfucking channel and ain't got your facts right fucking with me. This ain't no arrogant shit. It's just that you ain't qualified to talk to me if you ain't got your facts right. Opinion is an opinion. This ain't called just an opinion show. This is called Opinion But Facts, and it's called OBF. Opinion But Facts. So you better have your fucking facts together. Shout out to my brother Vito. No disrespect to him, but don't come on here talking that bullshit to me. If you asking questions, that's fine. That's cool. And Vito, we do behind the scenes shit. Get back on that and send me some shit from Facebook, and I'll hit you on Messenger. You can come back. You can come in and holler at the family. Now we can talk about it. You know what I mean? Had a conversation face to face. But don't come on here act like I lied to motherfuckers or I'm tripping or you somehow you think you debating me. No, you're actually really not, because you're just speaking nonsense. I've been doing this shit for a long time. And like I said, you're 64 years old and respect you. Respect my elders. But I will never allow no young nigga or no elder nigga to ever disrespect me for the fucking facts I know. You can't lie to me. I don't give a fuck if you're elders or a young nigga. Or a motherfucker my age. You can't lie to me. Can't give me an opinion. You've been watching me for 2 years and a motherfucker tell me, oh no, you ain't say that. And then I say, oh, tell me when I say it. And then he come back and you say, oh no, you have been saying it for 2 years. I've been saying this shit for years. Don't do that shit. But shout out to my brother Vito. Shout out to Mel P in the building. Shout out to my big bro Mel P. Shout out to LT in the building. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. Shout out to my little brother Bell in the building. Shout out to Weezy in the building. Hey, Weezy, I'm going to hit you up behind the scenes. Hit me up. I'm going to hit you up. Pick up the shit. Leave your comments. Hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.